Yo, what's poppin', guys? What's going on? Good morning, good morning. Happy Tuesday, guys. Happy Tuesday. All right, we're back in the markets. Markets are open. We're getting some pretty decent volume coming into market open, if I'm being quite honest. Unfortunately, we do not have any nearby setups to take off open, so we're gonna have to wait a little bit, like a few minutes, maybe, hopefully. Right. So yeah, hopefully you guys are having an amazing morning. Let's get straight to it. All right, guys. So coming to market open, I was doing some charting before I actually started the stream up. And I found some pretty good levels of liquidities. Obviously right now we are getting a nice DOL sweep off of 238.25, which if you guys go on the higher time frame, like the 15 minute, the 15 minute, I was gonna say the 30 minute or the hourly, but you can't actually find that level on the hourly. Or can you? It's all right. Whatever. Anyways, on the 15-minute time frame coming to market open, we went ahead and took out the London high sitting at 207. As we took out this London high at 207, we actually pumped up a little bit higher up and we went ahead and took out 238.25, which if you zoom back, you guys will see right here that we actually had a pretty good high up here, right? So as you guys can see, as the market was in a bearish trend on Thursday, on the 16th last week, right? Obviously, it's not the cleanest market. It's a little bit choppy here, if I'm being quite honest. I'm sure we can all agree on it. But we did create some highs that we can actually go ahead and use, right? Those highs being up here, one here, which is not anything crazy, one here at 532. Let's look at that. What happened? Anyways, okay. And then we have another one that we took out right now at 238, right over here. Right, we did take one out at 218, which you can use. And yes, guys, I know we have a fair value gap down here. I already saw it. I'm not gonna use it. It's not really good. I saw someone in the chat freaking out. No, I'm not gonna use that fair value gap. I'm sure you guys are probably talking about where is it at? This one right here. I'm not gonna use this gap here, although yes, we are bearish and we can use it. Which you guys, if you guys want to take this trade, you can. Only reason why I'm not gonna take it myself is because the price target is pretty bad. Trust me, I already saw this fair value gap. I considered it. And I'd rather just wait for a better one to form. The main reason being is your first price target is only 31 points, and that's assuming that you get the best entry, which obviously you guys know we usually always wait for an impulse and all that good stuff, which by the time we enter, we're going to have like a 20-point price target in which the market could reverse. So I just don't see myself risking it. So I would rather just, first of all, you guys know me, I usually like to wait for the market to open, see how the market opens, see the volume for the first 15, 20 minutes, and then I base my setup around that. All right, so yes, although we are inversing a pretty nice 15-minute gap here, the price target just isn't worth taking it. So I'm just going to personally set out. I'm going to set out of this one. If you guys want to take it, you can. I mean, we are bearish. We do have a sweep. We do have good selling pressure, and the price target shouldn't be impossible to see. So if you want to take it, go ahead. But I'm going to personally skip out on it. I personally do not really suggest it. All right. Plus, we're still in the first 5 minutes of market open, so there's really no point in really, trading anything yet. I'm not saying it won't work. It's just, the volume is a little bit too hectic. All right. Anyways, YouTube, what is going on, guys? Good morning to everyone tuning in on YouTube, guys. Welcome to the stream. Let me just quickly put out that I am live trading over here on YouTube, which I can't even put on an RP server right now because I'm pretty sure there was a ping being sent. Yeah, I can't really send it until 9:41. So I'll just wait on that real quick. In the meantime, I'll just put it on the trading chat and just everyone. There you go. But yeah. So far, guys, I'm still trying to see what the market wants to do coming into market open. So give the market a few minutes. We're gonna decide off that. In the meantime, I'm gonna be preparing the stream to make sure everything is running correctly. Just so we don't run into any issues. All right, guys. But yeah. Good thing you didn't take it. I wasn't going to. I told you guys that the price target wasn't really all that good to take it anyways. So yeah. Anyways, so yeah, let me see what else I can. Once again, I don't really have anything to talk about coming to market open. I mean, I have everything marked out as far as I know, at least. And I'm just not really seeing anything. I'm really ooh. I was about to say I'm not really seeing anything I'm liking here that's really causing Yes, it's a very nice triple top here. I actually did not notice this at 530. We can actually really use this to our advantage. By the way, I don't know where this really big pump is coming from, but this is a really good level here that we can use on ES to transfer it over to NQ to get some good data to get a good read on the markets. 530. Wow, that's actually a really clean level. on the hourly, on the 30 minute, on the 5 minute, 15 minute, everything. Wow, that's a really good level. We can actually use this 2 hour advantage here, especially knowing. Uh, Never mind. I was gonna say both ES and NQ are following each other. They are, but like ES looks a little bit weaker, as you can see with the buying pressure here. So yeah, let me not get too ahead of myself here, but yeah. So at the moment, like I said, guys, on the 5 minute time frame and on the 15 minute time frame, unfortunately, I do not have a nearby setup that I want to take. The only nearby setup I have is if we get a bearish bias off of a dual sweep from not only 238 but 111, 2988 and 2916. If we can hold below all these levels, we can look for some shorts below this 15-minute gap here. It's not super far away, but it is quite far with the volume that we have at the moment, because the market needs to dump down 185 points just for the entry, not including the price targets. So I don't know how good the setup is going to be unless we just get a random dump throughout the whole morning, then sure. But if it's not for that, then I don't think we're going to get this setup here. Now, if we can't get this setup here, I'm not going to be too worried because I'm sure we have some pretty good volume. If you measure out the 5 minute candles right over here, you guys can see that the first candle was 113 points, and the second candle that we're currently in right now, which is we're only 3 minutes in, is already over 88 points. So we have good volume, right? So as long as we get a really good candle in one direction, we should be able to form an imbalance in the market, so we can use that to our advantage, right? Instead of having for the markets to wait, instead of having to wait for the markets to dump over 180 points for just an entry, not even a price target, right? So that's going to be a little bit of a pain if we have to deal with that. So I would much rather just create a setup here, work off that imbalance off any of these levels, and then we go off there, right? So we go from that. Yo, David, the 25K rapid accounts are $19. What are the rules on those accounts? That sounds pretty cool. Hey, how you doing? Hey, what's up, bro? All good, bro. All good. What's up? What's up? The view is on ES. Yeah, I'm not really, like I said, I'm not really in a rush for anything right now. I'm sure that if we form a setup somewhere, we should be away from the view up anyways. So I'm not really paying too much close attention to the view up at the moment. But yeah, I do see it. I do see it. Let me see. David, what about the 1 minute? I don't really like trading off the 1 minute. Hold on, let me open my YouTube chat here. What time is it? It's currently 38. Okay, I have 3 minutes to put out the stream. All right, let me check. Wait, this is actually an old stream. What the heck? One sec, guys. Okay, there we go. All right, YouTube, what is going on, guys? What's going on? What's going on? I just opened up the YouTube stream so I can I can actually read the chat. So yeah, hopefully you guys on YouTube are doing good, guys. So far, this open looks pretty volatile, but not very trending, if that makes sense. We have volume. It's just I guess the markets don't know where to dump this volume into, and I'm surprised we're not really getting too strong of a sweep off of. Well, to be fair, we did get a 100-point dump off of 238, so that's pretty reasonable. But we're not really holding it all the way bearish. We're getting a lot of buying pressure here, which is kind of concerning. Which makes me think, like, is this level even a strong level? It should be. I mean, the market, yeah, it is a strong level because we we created a high here. The trend is bearish. Lower high, market dumped down, pumped up really hard, lower high, and then dumped out even harder. This is a high. We're just not getting the proper reaction. Well, we are, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just expecting too much at the moment, I guess. Because yeah, we are creating lower highs on the 1 minute here or on the lower time frame from 238. So we are getting the proper reaction. We're just not getting the proper push that I want to see here. Also, we don't have a fair value gap, so we can't really do much anyways. But we are pretty bearish. I would say into 111. And obviously, as we continue holding below all these lines over here on my chart, I'll continue to be bearish. All right, so we're still waiting on this. Someone say here the overall on the 4 hour we look pretty bullish. Let me check it out. I don't really trade off the 4 hour because you guys know I'm a pretty big scalper. But I mean on the 4 hour, from the looks of it, yeah, we look bearish. Bullish. Sorry, bullish. But we're due for a pullback at least, right? I don't see why not. At least even into the 4 hour gap here. Although I don't really trade off the off the 4 hour, so I wouldn't really care too much about it. I'll see what we can do off maybe like the 15 minute down here, but still it's like 200 points away. You know what I mean? Now we are getting more of a reaction off of 238, which is what I was expecting at first. I don't know why we got such a random pump here. So RIP to anyone who actually traded this fair value gap. You guys would have gotten stopped out, right? Thankfully, we avoided the setup because obviously it just didn't make sense for us to take it. The price target was horrendous. But regardless, we should still see lower. I just don't see why we're not pushing for you know for this liquidity down here. So yeah. Now ES is dumping. We are breaking below the VWAP. ES seems to be stronger to the downside, which is a good sign because we know now that, hey, if we're gonna go ahead and take short on NQ, we should probably be using ES as our guide to know, hey, if ES takes out a level of liquidity first, we scale out on NQ, even though NQ didn't take anything out first. You know what I mean? So yeah, ES does look a lot stronger to the downside. Pretty much mean that there's a lot more sellers interested in shorting ES than there are on NQ. Now, don't get me wrong. Yes, there are still sellers on NQ, but if you compare the candles, they don't really look the same. ES is breaking past previous candle lows. It's about to hit the drawn liquidity at 505 on the liquidity that was created at 840. The liquidity that was created at 840 on NQ, we're nowhere near it. If you guys can see the difference here, right? This right here, right? You guys see how ES is already hitting it while NQ is kind of a little bit further away from it, although we still have selling pressure. This is known as an S&T divergence. What this tells us is that ES is a lot stronger to the downside than NQ is. So how do we use this to our advantage? Well, it's pretty simple, right? With us knowing that ES is a lot stronger to the downside, this pretty much means that ES is leading the markets lower. This also means that, hold on, let me see. There you go. Okay, this also means that if ES takes out a level of liquidity because it's stronger, right? So ES will most likely take out the liquidity to a downside first. Since ES is stronger and it's leading the markets for lower, if, for example, if ES takes out this 505 level before NQ takes out this 29,111 level, right? If ES wants to take out this level and instantly sweep it back up, you're going to notice that ES is going back bullish from a DO sweep, although NQ never hit the drawn liquidity. But you're going to start seeing that NQ starts pumping up, acting like it's swept liquidity. It's going to be super bullish. It's going to have a bunch of buying pressure. Why would it be doing this if we never took out anything on NQ? Well, you guys need to understand, both NQ and ES, they follow each other. They're like brothers. They're family, right? So if ES is doing something and it took out something before NQ did and ES wants to sweep it because ES is the leading index for this morning, then NQ is also going to reverse it back up. All right, guys? So yeah, so keep that in mind, guys. So that's pretty much how I personally use S&T divergences to find extra price targets or just to get an understanding as to what the market may want to do before it actually does it. That's how we know. All right, guys. So hopefully this makes sense to you guys. All right. But yeah, ES should be taking out this level in a few seconds from now. I mean, NQ is picking up the selling pressure a little bit more aggressively here, so we should be able to see a little bit lower in a few seconds. I mean, it's only 2 points. There it is. One more push. One more. Wait. We should see it. I'm sure we're gonna see it. I mean, why would we not? You know what I mean? But yeah. In the meantime, guys, like I said, I still don't have any good setups to really take. So we're still kind of waiting at the moment, guys. So yeah, we're gonna see. We are going to see if we can catch something. Right now, once again, the market has volume. It just doesn't really have too much direction. It seems like. Well, it has direction. It's just not super like aggressive. I mean, like we're getting some buying wicks here and there. Oh, and by the way, wait, never mind. I was gonna say, by the way, yes, just took out this level of liquidity, but it has not. So we still do have a little bit more room for lower here. We are getting the view up breakout though, which is good. We are bearish off of this retracement at 530. I'm surprised we haven't taken out this level yet. Come on. Well, NQ, no. What I was gonna say was, I'm surprised we haven't taken it out. We're gonna take it out. I'm sure we are. I mean, I don't see why we would not take out this level. It's very strong. We're right there. We might as well, right? But regardless, we still don't have any setups nearby. Nothing on the 5-minute, nothing on the 15-minute. Well, yeah, I doubt we hold this, but we could use something on the 15-minute, maybe. I mean, I really doubt that we hold this gap here. I mean, the market, once again, is not the most consistent at the moment. So we are getting a lot of buying pressure, a lot of selling pressure, a lot of buying pressure, and so on. So we're probably just going to fill this 15-minute. Oh, yeah, there it is. You know, I doubted it for a good reason. You know what I mean? So yeah, so far, no setups, guys. I mean, as far as we go, the next best step to do is get another sweep and we work off that. But for now, it's kind of just wait it out. I am out of breath. Wow. Let me catch up with my YouTube chat. How long do you think before a setup would eventually happen in this situation? I mean, I'm not really a genie. So I can't really tell you. A setup can come around any second of the day. It could be right now. It could be in an hour. Maybe a setup doesn't even form today. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, we're gonna see. I can't really tell you when a setup is gonna come around. What I can tell you is, it'll hopefully come soon. You know what I mean? That's what we're waiting on. You know what I mean, but yeah, aren't you the guy that, bro? Let me see. Did they help me out? Yeah, but I haven't finished catching up on all my DMs. Yesterday I was really busy. What's it called? Updating the website with the whole mentorship mode. And actually working on the whole announcement for it. So I guess I'll just once I finish the stream, just DM me again so you come at the top of the list, so I can finish DMing you. And that goes for anyone else in here. But I haven't finished catching up on all my DMs. Let me see. I even said it was mad if he didn't take it myself, bro. Yo, guys, I don't know if you guys remember. Look, yo, talking about. I'm gonna call you out a little bit here, guys. Guys, I don't know if you guys remember this, but we were. This was back in like when the markets were really choppy. Bro, I was struggling to find a setup. I'm like, guys, I'm about to stay cash. Like, I can't find a setup. Whatever. And then someone in the chat that goes by the name of Taco, he's like, yo, David, check the 1 minute. This is a really good setup. I check it. I'm like, you're because guys, I was really telling you. I'm like, guys, get off. Let's get off. Like, there's nothing. Let's just get off, bro. We check the 1 minute. We're like, okay, wait. There's a setup. We look at the 1 minute. We take it, and instantly as we take it, we get stopped out, bro. Bro, everyone started blaming Taco, bro, because we wouldn't have taken the setup if it wasn't for him, bro. Bro, that shit was hilarious, bro. But nah, bro, it's all fun and games, bro. It's not a big deal. Someone finds his IP, yo. Anyways, guys, looking at the markets, for some reason, NQ actually ended up picking up the S&T a little bit. Kind of. As you guys can see here on the 5 minute, by the way, S&T flips are pretty normal to happen. They happen pretty often. So it seems like we're getting it right now because now NQ seems to be picking up a lot more selling pressure than ES. As you guys can see here, ES finally took out the drawn liquidity here at 505, and so did NQ, right? But now NQ on the 5 minute time frame looks a lot more bearish than ES does. ES looks like it's a doji candle, obviously meaning nothing is happening in this candle. But if you look at NQ, it looks a lot stronger to the downside, which is a really good sign. Because hey, if we're gonna take something to the downside, we might as well take it here. You know what I mean? So yeah. Now let me catch up with the chat in the meantime while we hopefully form a setup. Right? Someone said here, is the activation fee on Apex $109? No, it should be 59. It should be 59. Unless the promo ended, which it shouldn't have. Let me double check because I did type it here. If you scroll up here, yeah, $59 all activation fees. This discount, I think actually this discount is ending tonight, guys. So yeah, if you guys want to get some Apex accounts at the moment, maybe trade them today or pass them this week with me and all that good stuff. If you guys do want to get some accounts, they are currently 90% off. With no activation fee option as well. But if you are gonna get them with the activation fee option, I'm pretty sure all the activation fees should be $59. Yeah, look, applicable. Yeah, for all account sizes. Yeah, $59. So yeah, if you guys should be seeing $59 activation fees. This discount doesn't end until tonight. All right, guys. So once again, if you guys do want to get some accounts over on Apex, you guys can always use code Blastoise. The 90% off discount with all activation fee discounts is ending tonight. So once again, 90% off code Blastoise if you guys do want to get some accounts. All right, guys, as you guys see, yeah, it's a $59 option. And if you guys are going to get the 50K option, it's actually $49 for not only the eval, but the activation fee. It's all included in one price. It's like super, super cheap. So as you guys see here, the lowest 50K intraday, no activation fee price. Just $49 all in, which includes the activation fee and the eval, all in one price. So if you guys do want to get it, in my opinion, it's pretty cheap. The accounts are pretty good. I personally use them myself. So yeah, if you guys do want to get some accounts and trade them with me so we can pass them and get some payouts, go ahead and pick them up. Code Blastoise. All right, guys. Anyways, let's see what we got here. So at the moment, we're actually getting a pretty good DOL sweep. Unfortunately, like I said, guys, we do not have any form of a setup just yet. So we still have to wait, guys. So far, pretty boring market open. We were 20 minutes into open. Literally nothing crazy has happened other than just 2 DOL sweeps. So yeah, it's pretty boring. Hopefully we can get a setup soon, but if not, we're still green on the week. We don't need to force anything out. All right, guys. But we're gonna wait it out. We're gonna see what we can do here. All right. Let me see what we got here on my YouTube chat here. Right beneath the London low is a 4-hour fair value gap on NQ. Yes, I did see that right over here. Right over here. I do see that. I think this is a dumb question. Hey, bro, no question is a dumb question, bro. Just wanted to see if I was missing anything. Wait, what were we missing? Oh, right here. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, I see. Yeah, no, but it's not a dumb question, but you're good. You're good. But yeah, when you guys usually ask me like, hey, what time do you think you're gonna get a setup? I can't really tell you guys a specific time because once again, I'm not really a genie. I can't really predict the future. You know what I mean? So yeah. Let me see. 8:30 bullish, 15-minute RJB. What even is that? RJB rejection block or something? Is that what it stands for? Rejection block, right? But yeah, seems like I'm pretty caught up with the YouTube chat. But yeah, now guys, in the meantime, while we wait here, all right, guys, in the chat, let me do something real quick. Hold on. What I was gonna do, guys, is okay. So starting, and guys, please pay attention, all right, guys, because this is gonna be very important to a lot. I feel like this is gonna be very important to a lot of you guys. All right. So starting today, all right, guys, starting today. Wait, one sec. Starting today, guys, I'm going to start doing two daily streams. Obviously, you guys are watching the first stream of the day right now. Now, once we get off and we're done for the day on the markets, once the market closes at 4 p.m. EST, I'm gonna start doing another stream for you guys. All right, I'm gonna try to do keyword try. Sometimes I do get busy, right? But I'm gonna try to do 2 streams a day, guys. All right, 2 streams a day. The first stream of the day being the live trading stream, which you guys are watching right now, and then the second stream of the day is gonna be the mentoring stream, where I'm gonna mentor you guys using the website. All right, now on top of us using the website, guys, I'm gonna start doing giveaways. I haven't really done a giveaway in a long time, and I do want to bring them back to get you guys more engaged and more hooked on, just get you guys more engaged, right? So I'm gonna be doing my giveaways. I don't know if you guys remember on Instagram. If you guys follow my Instagram, I have two Instagram accounts: my personal account and my Blastoise Trades account. I don't really trade. I don't really use my Blastoise Trades account. Or because I just never like recording content. So we're actually rebranding that account into our official website account, which is going to be tradecritic.ai. So I'm going to be doing the first giveaway maybe sometime this week on that account. So if you guys do want to join on some giveaways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and send the link over here in the chat. As well, hold on, let me put it up here in my YouTube stream as well. So if you guys can, or if you guys want to enter the giveaway, the first way I'm gonna be doing the giveaway, guys, is if you guys show some love, just comment down in the, obviously like, follow, and comment in the reel. And I'm gonna be choosing on stream. I'm gonna be choosing a name from the comments of the reel. And if you're on the stream, you just give me anything, and I'll just, like, I don't know, I'll send you money for an Apex account or something, or I just give you access to the website, or I can give you premium. I don't know. We'll see what we give away. But if you guys do want to join the giveaway, guys, I'm gonna be doing a lot of giveaways over on that account. On that account, we're gonna be showcasing the website, engaging with the community, maybe doing some calls and doing giveaways. So if you guys do want to join, guys, drop the website here. It's called Trade Critic. All right, here, I'll drop it down over here. Give me one second. Let me just open this up here. Trade Critic right here. So yeah. So once again, guys, so a few announcements while we wait for the setup here to form. Once again, guys, the market's still a little bit choppy, so we're still waiting on something here. Do not worry. But yeah, guys. So once again, starting today at 4 p.m. EST, I'm gonna be doing another stream. I'm gonna be mentoring you guys. All right, I'm only going to be mentoring you guys if you're on the website. It's the only way I can get access to your journal. All right. So once again, if you haven't already, I send the website here. I'm gonna send it over here in my YouTube chat, right? So guys, the way it's gonna work here, all right? The way it's gonna work is sign up to the website, all right? If you want to get mentored, of course, right? By the end of the day today, if you want to get mentored today, right? I'm gonna be choosing a few people. I'm gonna be reviewing your journal and all that good stuff. The only way I can read your trades and actually see them to actually help you out is you need to have your trades journaled. So if you want for today, have like 1 or 2 trades journaled. Send me your mentor code, and on stream today, I will be reviewing it, giving you my thought process on your trades and helping you out so you can become more consistent. I'm gonna be doing this every day with everyone that joins the stream, and I'm gonna be trying my best to get all of you guys as good as possible with your trading. All right, guys. So yeah. Now, like I said, in the meantime, if you guys do want to join the giveaways, right? Once again, feel free to check out and follow and comment. The only way I can actually read and find your name is if you guys click on this link right here, which is going to be an Instagram reel right over here, right? Just like it, obviously follow the account so you don't miss out on any giveaways or any announcements, and like the reel and comment, right? When you guys comment, I'm going to be picking and choosing, so you guys obviously don't see that as rigged. I'm gonna be picking and choosing a name. I'll message you on Instagram, be like, hey, like you're the lucky winner. What do you want? Do you want an Apex account? Do you want premium? Do you want a free access to the website? Whatever the case may be. We're gonna be doing giveaways like that, guys, so we can get you guys more engaged, more excited, and just give back to the community. You know what I mean? So yeah, we're gonna be doing two things today, guys. Well, not two things. I'm gonna be setting up the giveaway, which obviously, if you guys want to, go ahead and like and comment here with this reel. Um, and I'll be doing the second stream today. Using the website. Some say here, wasn't there? Yeah. Let me see. Hold on. Hold on a sec, guys. There you go. Okay, perfect. But yeah, guys, so far we are getting a little bit more selling pressure. I know I got a little bit sidetracked there, guys. With the what's it called? Dude, I keep losing my train of thought, bro. What was I even saying? Dude, my goodness, dude. We are getting more selling pressure. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. I got a little bit sidetracked because obviously the market wasn't pumping or dumping, so I wasn't really doing much. But now we're getting some more action. We're about to hit our next level of liquidity at 29.88. Which once again won't really do much for. Oh wait, it actually could, because we are forming a 5-minute gap here, which we could possibly use. So yeah, I'm gonna wait for the VWAP here. I'm gonna wait for 29.88 to get taken out. Depending on the reaction of that, we could probably get ourselves a pretty nice setup. If not, we do have room for lower, into the 29,000s, which we can actually use for a setup. But in the meantime, guys, we're still left with nothing in the markets. All right, so we're still waiting, guys. We are still waiting, guys. I never got my account from the last giveaway. No shot. I think I sent it to everyone. Let me check with the thing, bro. Who said, bro? Yeah, bro. You guys are crazy in the chat, bro. Bro. But yeah, once again, like I said, guys, if you guys do want to join the giveaways, guys, go ahead and like and comment in that reel that I went ahead and sent. I'm gonna be picking and choosing one of you guys, and then we'll go from there. All right, guys. But yeah. In the meantime, I guess we kind of just wait it out here and just see what we can do here. Hopefully, we can get a setup soon, but it's really out a matter of time. And how do you know if a drawn liquidity is taken out or not? Um, well, obviously you just mark out your drawn liquidity and just wait for it to get hit. Once it gets hit, like right here, then you just wait for the reaction, and then based off the reaction, you go off there. All right. So is the giveaway today? No, I have to set it up. I will set it up. But I will be choosing the winners from whoever comments. So I guess on stream, like whenever I have the giveaway set up, maybe by the end of the week or something, I'll just start the stream up. I'll open up the Instagram. I'll do like I'll pick up like all the names, put it in a wheel, and then just spin it. Yo, how do you guys find these pictures, bro? Bro, dude, bro, guys, today's market is so choppy, bro. Oh my goodness, dude. 3 weeks in a row. Oh, yo, what you doing? Hello. Bad guys, dude. And now I'm on Jeffrey Epstein, bro. All right, bro. Yeah, no, guys. This market is very choppy, bro. Very, very choppy. Just like, comment, and followed. Nice, bro. Thank you, bro. And guys, that really means the world to us. Once again, we're trying to grow. As a brand, we're trying to grow the website and everything, so I can really, really help you guys out, and you guys can actually learn for yourselves as well. So yeah, bro, we got a lot of stuff coming, bro. The website is barely done. Well, it's complete enough for you guys to use it, but we have a lot of stuff coming, bro. Like the plans that we have for this website, obviously, is gonna take a while to form, get all the data and everything. But with time, bro, this is gonna be one of the best websites you guys use. I promise you guys, bro. If you guys love my trading, bro, I'm gonna make sure you guys love everything of my work and everything, which obviously is gonna be the website as well. What's the website name? It's called Trade Critic. All right, here I'll send you the link here. There you go. Yeah, Leva, I think that's how you say your name, Leva. Just DM me. I'm pretty sure I sent all the giveaway winners their prize, which I even have proof of. I always send the pictures here and everything. So if I might have missed you, just DM me. I'll get it quickly sorted out, and I got you. All right. Sometimes, with so many DMs, I could miss a few. All right, David, have you not been seeing how the market moves during Asia? Dude, we had one good Asia market last night. That's about it. The rest it has been pretty bad. My free trial right now on Trade. Hey, yeah. Once again, for those using the website, once again, guys, I'll only be I'll only be able to mentor you guys. If you're on the website, like if you have your trade journal and everything, just give me your code and we go from there. Right now, that doesn't mean you can't learn if you don't want to get the website. That's completely fine. It's completely optional, right? But what you could do is you could always just join the stream and learn from other people's mistakes as well. You know what I mean? Maybe if someone has a similar mistake and I'm reviewing their journal, you can always pay attention and obviously learn a thing or two. All right, guys, I'm just doing this so I can get more involved with you guys, more hands-on, so I can actually help you guys a lot more. Because once again, yeah, when I do my reviewing streams, I'm reviewing my own trades, my own mistakes, and everything. But yo, you already have a LARP in your comments, bro. Yo, dude, this guy, bro. But yeah, like I was saying, guys, what's it called? For the when I'm usually doing my review streams, yes, you guys can learn a lot from them, but I'm sure you guys probably have your own personal questions or your own personal struggles. So when I'm reviewing my own trades, it just becomes a little bit more complicated because it's probably not answering everyone's question. So I thought about it. I'm like, okay, what's the best way to get more hands-on with everyone? Well, what if I actually just, instead of using TradeZilla, what if I just make my own trading journal with my own features and the way I like to teach my own people, and just help everyone more hands-on. And that's what we're trying to do. All right, guys. So once again, today's stream is going to be the first stream, which I'm a little bit nervous about because hopefully, everything goes according to plan. But if it does, then I should be able to help everyone in here. And obviously, like I said, we have more features coming that can help you guys a lot more and make everything so much easier for trading. But obviously, with time, we're still developing all the features. We're still trying to get all the data. We're still trying to do so many other things, guys. But one step at a time. You know what I mean? One step at a time. All right. Thumbs up here. Hurry up with the trade. This is impending my gooning time, bro. All right. All right, bro. What's the price? It's a 2-week free trial. So you can just check it out here. Everything is on the website. Do you have a specific video showing how to tell if a fair value can put inverse or not? It's very simple, guys. I actually talked about this to one of my mentees yesterday. His name is Ray. We actually talked about it, right? So, long story short, just to summarize your question or to simplify your question, right? So, I can't read your name. I think it's dotted out. Yeah, it's M something, right? The guy with the dog profile picture. Okay, so what someone is asking here in the chat, guys, is someone said here, do you have a specific video showing how to tell if a fair value gap will inverse or not? I've been getting killed when it bounces in the other direction. Now, this is actually way easier than you think, right? Let me show you. All right. So let me try to draw an example here while we wait for the markets to hopefully dump into our level of an entry, right? Anyways, all right, so let me show you here, right? So let's imagine, right? And pay attention here. I want everyone to be answering this question because I need you guys to be understanding this, all right? You guys are here to learn. All right, anyways, so check this out, guys. All right, so let's say, right, we are in a bullish trend. The market is pumping up, and right over here, we created a very nice fair value gap. Then we continue going up, right? Now, let me ask you guys, as the market is going up, why do you think the market is pumping up? Like, what is the current trend and why? All right, I'm gonna go step by step, and you guys need to hurry up because we're getting a setup soon. So hurry up, answer it, bro. Answer it. Come on now. To take out the drawn liquidity, exactly, right? This lineup here is our drawn liquidity. This drawn liquidity acts as an objective in the market, right? So usually when the market is pumping or dumping in either direction, usually it's doing that for a reason, most likely to manipulate price and take out liquidity. How do we know it's taking out liquidity? Because there's probably a big wick, right? A big range where a bunch of stop losses are placed. All right. So this will act as our objective. So the whole reason why the market is going up is to take out the drawn liquidity. Boom. There it is. All right. Perfect. Now, what is the next step? Well, let's imagine here that once we take out the objective, the market, like buyers are like, okay, guys, we did what we wanted, party's over, right? The market starts dumping back down, right? What is this known as? And hurry up, guys. We're getting a setup. Hurry up. What is this known as right here? Right over here. An MSS plus what? And it's an MSS, yes, but what else? DOL sweep, exactly, perfect, right? So yes, we have our MSS model right over here, right? We're going from creating higher highs and higher lows into creating lower highs and lower lows, and you mix that with the drawn liquidity sweep into a bearish bias from a hold below the drawn liquidity, right? So it's a sweep plus MSS model, all right? Okay, perfect. Now we are approaching this fair value gap. Now the guy with the dog profile picture, I want you to answer this question because you're the one, obviously, that asked it. All right, with a bullish fair value gap, but with a bearish bias, what do you think to do with this fair value gap here? Right? Are you gonna look to trade a bounce from it, or are you gonna be looking to trade a inverse from it, and why? I mean, if anyone in here wants to answer the question to obviously speed up the process, then go ahead. Right? Inverse, exactly. Now, why? Why are we inversing it? We need to know why we're inversing it. Right? Because we can't just say, oh, guys, 50-50 chance, I'm going to say inverse. No, there has to be a reason, right? Inverse due to the MSS. Swap liquidity, IFEG, DOL sweep, DOL sweep. Perfect. You guys are completely right. All right. And you were right. The person that asked the question as well, you're completely right. All right. So even though we have a bullish fair value gap here, right, which we're going to label as bullish FEG, right, even though we have a bullish fair value gap here, keep in mind that your bias will always outdo the fair value gap. So even if your fair value gap is bullish, if your bias is bearish, your bias will outwork a bullish fair value gap. Why? Because the market volume and the market direction will overwork a bullish range. All right. So although yes, you can get a temporary pullback here, since your bias is overall bearish below 946, 496, the only thing you should be looking for inside of this bullish value gap, no matter how many bounces or whatever, is an inverse. Why? Because your bias sits bearish. All right. As long as price holds below the most recent level of liquidity taken out to the upside, your bias is bearish. All right. So to summarize your question, or to give you a pretty simple answer, if you have a bullish fair value gap and a bearish bias, you're going to inverse that fair value gap. If you have a bullish fair value gap and a bullish bias, you're going to look to bounce off the fair value gap. If you have a bearish bias with a bearish value gap, you're going to look to reject off the fair value gap. And if you have a bullish bias with a bearish value gap, you're going to look to inverse the fair value gap. All right, bro? That's simple. Remember, you're going to do whatever your bias tells you. All right? Like I always say, guys, without a bias, you're going to be lost in the markets. All right? If you don't have a bias in the markets, you cannot get a trade. Because here's what happens. Let's imagine we have a fair value gap right here. Right? Now, what happens if you have a fair value gap with no bias, right? Let's say it's a bullish fair value gap. How would you know if you're going to bounce off the fair value gap or inverse the fair value gap? You won't know, right? You simply just won't know, right? Because you don't have a bias. You need the drawn liquidity to get taken out, so it tells you what the market is going to do and why it's going to do it and when it's going to do it and where it's going to go. Without a drawn liquidity, without your map in the market, you're going to be lost. You don't know what to do, right? So think of it as like the drawn liquidity connects all the dots. It tells you what to do. It tells you what to expect. It tells you what to inverse. It tells you what to bounce from. You know what I mean? So yeah. Keep that in mind, bro. So hopefully that really answers your question. Just keep in mind, bias overworks everything. So no matter how much of a bullish fair value gap you have, if your bias and the trend is sitting bearish, you're gonna inverse that fair value gap. No matter how big that gap is, no matter how good that bullish gap looks, no matter how bullish you are, if your bias sits bearish, you're gonna inverse that gap. All right, bro. So yeah, and remember, without a drawn liquidity, think about it. Without a drawn liquidity sweep and without a reaction in the market, you're simply just not gonna know what to take off that fair value gap. It's gonna be very complicated because you're gonna be lost, right? You're like, okay, well, the market is pumping up right now, but I don't know my bias. I don't know if the market's gonna go up or down right now, right? So with this fair value gap, what am I gonna do? And that's how you panic, and that's what's probably going wrong right now. But if you wait for a drawn liquidity to get taken out first, and then you wait for price to approach the fair value gap, you're gonna be like, okay, well, we took out drawn liquidity to the downside. We're holding above it, which means that my bias is bullish, and we're approaching a bearish value gap. If my bias is bullish and I'm expecting higher into the upper drawn liquidity, then I'm going to ideally look to inverse the fair value gap rather than looking to reject off of it. So you're going to know what happens. And if you reject off the fair value gap, so be it. You just don't take the trade because it doesn't align with your bias. All right, bro. So hopefully that helps you out. And by the way, Liquidity Pro, bro, give me a second, bro. Like, bro, I'm not done talking, bro. This guy has asked the same question like 4 times. David, what do you think about ICT haters? Dude, I don't fucking know, bro. I don't really care. Dude, here's the thing with the markets, bro. I'm sure you guys know this. Maybe you guys are part of this problem. Hopefully you guys are not. But the stock market, bro, when it comes to traders and communities and strategies, it's the most like pointless, egotistical thing ever, bro. Okay, here's what I just don't understand, because people just don't use their brain. They a lot of people like to talk shit out of their ass just because. Okay, let's imagine you're an opening range breakout trader, right? Obviously, the strategy works for you. That's amazing. You're making your own money, right? Okay, right? Then you see someone trading ICT. Since you don't trade, here's the way it goes, right? You're making your money with opening range breakout. You think it's a competition. You're so worried about how other people make money, and you see someone else trading a strategy that's not yours, and you automatically go to assume that the strategy is garbage. If you're this person, shame on you. It's pointless. Like for what, bro? I don't think you guys understand this. But look, ICT, supply and demand, support and resistance, trend line breakouts, break of structure breakouts, guys. If you guys really understand what these strategies are, they're all the same strategy, bro. They're literally all the same things, just reworded to sound smart. For example, ICT, right? You have breaker blocks, you have fair value gaps. I don't know. You have drawn liquidity, guys. This is all just support and resistance. It's all the same shit, bro. So when you see all these people saying, "Oh my god, bro, my strategy is so much better than yours. ICT sucks," I don't think they understand. I don't think they have the brain capacity to understand that all these strats are the same thing. We're all trading the same markets. We're all trading the same movement. We're all looking at the same thing. It's just it's the same strategy, just a little bit more complicated or just worded differently. If you guys really think about it, look at ICT. It's the same shit. Literally the same thing. Opening range breakout. What? You're waiting for a candle breakout? That's a break of structure. Like it's the same thing. Like I don't get why people always say, "Oh, dude, my strategy is so much better than yours." I don't get how you trade ICT. It's the same shit. I'm probably trading your strategy without even knowing it. Like, bro, like what? So yeah, bro. When people say that they hate ICT or they hate any strategy in general, like, bro, for example, you see someone trading trend lines. Oh, dude, you're such a retail trader. Dude, we're all retail traders. Like, what? We're all trading the same retail market. What do you mean you're a retail trader? Like, I don't get why people say this. Hold on, let me close my door. Okay, guys. Hopefully, you guys are understanding my little rant here, bro. Because yeah, dude, I see it on Twitter, or I see it on Twitter, I see it on TikTok all the time. Mainly TikTok and Instagram. You'll see someone trading trend lines or supply and demand or support and resistance, and they're like, "Oh, dude, you're my liquidity, bro." Dude, I bet you if you ask them for a payout, they can't even show one. Like, bro, like I don't get it, bro. You know what I mean? So yeah, so look, if you guys are that person, bro, where you're like, where you go up to other people and you're like, dude, my strategy is so much better than yours. Look, by all means, look, bro, we're all here to make money. We all may make money differently. For example, on YouTube, people complain about my risk reward all the time. Do I care? No, I'm making my money in my own way. I'm a scalper. It's how I trade. If you don't agree with it and you feel like you're a better trader, then make your own money with it. You know what I mean? By all means, right? At the end of the day, we're all trading the same market. You know what I mean? So whatever you do, it's the same shit. You know what I mean? We get you. That's why I didn't trade ICT because everyone I followed said it was ass. Yeah, bro. But the thing is, here's the thing, bro. Most of these people on YouTube or on Instagram, mainly Instagram, they have all these followers because you know they show these big P&Ls and everything. So automatically, what they say is automatically valid. And bro, like take it from someone who's actually been in the trading community for a while, bro. Like I don't really follow too many traders on Instagram because, bro, I promise you guys, bro, take it from someone who actually understands like what they're saying and the whole concept behind it, bro. Dude, most of these traders are just talking a whole bunch of shit, bro. Like it's terrible. Like, bro, I'll be hearing what the people are saying, bro. I'm like, bro, there's no way people are so stupid to fall for this shit, bro. Like I'm not gonna name anyone, but like it's like bro, people talk about so much garbage online, and people actually follow it because they have a following, bro. You know what I mean? Especially this whole ICT thing. Like, yes, I get it. Not many people like ICT, and that's fine, bro. Like, it's the same shit. But the thing that people don't understand is, bro, ICT is the same shit as every other strategy. Every strategy is the same. There's only so much you could do with the same candles in the markets. I mean, for example, you're a breakout structure trader. Okay, you're technically an opening range breakout trader. You know what I mean? It's a breakout. It's the same shit, right? Breakout structure is ICT. Opening range breakout is a retail strategy. It's the same thing, just reworded, bro. You guys just don't understand this because you guys are so blinded by, I don't know, by something, bro. But take it from someone who's traded like every strategy in the world along my 6 years of trading, bro. It's all the same shit, just a little bit of like it's just tweaked and just reworded to sound smart. It's the same shit, bro. It's literally the same shit. RP trades like banks. Okay, look, here's the thing, bro. Like, I'm not gonna say anything bad, but dude, we all trade retail. We're all retail traders, bro. We're trading candlesticks, bro. Like, if you guys actually understood, like, someone who trades, quote unquote, at a bank, which by the way, it's an algorithm, but there's hedge funds. Dude, hedge funds don't even know what a candle is, bro. They don't trade that, bro. They don't. So when you hear these people saying like, "Yo, like I trade like a bank, bro," banks trade opening range breakouts, dude. Banks are not waiting for the 8:30 freaking to break out, bro. I promise you, dude. That's not how it works. Like, yes, there's a good concept and it makes money and it works and all that good stuff, and that's fine. But you know what I mean? Like, word it better. Now, I understand where he's coming from. You know what I mean? It's a good way to catch engagements and everything. But the thing is, when people, here's the thing, right? I'm not saying RP is doing anything bad. Like, that's not what I'm saying at all. But here's the thing, bro. When people see this on Instagram, right? Bro, first of all, banks invest literal billions into strategies that barely even have a 50% win rate, right? So if it's public on Instagram, let alone it's not how it works, right? But here's the thing: people go on Instagram and they watch a 15-second reel. They watch like three 15-second reels, and they're like, oh, okay, so I'm a bank trader now. I trade better than banks, you know what I mean? Because I understand how they work with three 15-second reels. No, bro, that's not how it works. And then their ego gets in the way because they get three winning trades in a row, and they're like, oh yeah, I'm so much better than everyone else. It's terrible, bro. I hate when people do that, bro. That's why I don't associate myself with Instagram or any of that stuff, bro. Because it's just filled with a bunch of idiots, bro. I promise you guys, I've always said this, bro, and I'll always like live by it, bro. Social media has killed trading, bro. Trading is not what it used to be back in like 2021, 2022, bro. If you guys have been a trader for a while, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about, bro. Now it's filled with a bunch of idiots. You know, let me not get into it, bro. And then check this out, guys. Check this out. Speaking of idiots, bro. Look at this. Let me show you guys. This guy right here, bro, you can't trade. Stop all this acting. You can't trade. Let him yell. You're really listening to the guy. Dude, this guy 2 streams ago was literally asking me, yo, are you going to enter longs? Like, dude, this guy's like the most emotional. Like, bro, it's just hilarious, bro. Like, anyways, bro. Put a ban on him. Dude, I don't really care, bro. He literally tunes into every stream and watches it all the way, bro. Like, bro's acting like my ex-girlfriend to figure out all your bullshit. I just find it funny, bro. Just so you guys can get a little quick laugh, bro. Yeah, literally, bro. Look, he's literally the #1 fan on YouTube, bro. Wait, where is it? Look, he's literally the #1 top fans, bro. Like, this guy tunes into every stream and literally watches it, bro. Like, yo, RP, bro. Shout out RP, bro. Once again, what I said about RP is not what I meant it to sound like. But what I'm trying to say is the people that actually consume that content. They hear, oh, guys, opening range breakout is how banks work. Is how banks trade. Surely every other strategy must be shit if banks don't trade like it. You know what I mean? And it's like, bro, like, what the hell? You know what I mean? Like, bro, I really hope you guys get where I'm coming from, bro. It's just, dude, you can't. Here's the thing. A big reason why by the way, guys, we're still chopping, bro. Like, there's no setup. So if you guys hear me talking a bunch of baloney, bro, I'm just like yapping until something comes out. But yeah, guys. What I'm trying to say is, bro, like people trade one strategy and they automatically go to assume that every other strategy is just dog shit. Like, that's not how it works. In fact, most strategies is the same concept. Sure, it might be a little bit different where you look for like a different candle or different pattern or whatever. But if you really think about it and if you really, really look at it, it's all the same shit. Even ICT, bro. Take it from someone like me that I've traded gap fills, I've traded trend lines, I've traded volume profile, I've traded EMAs, I've traded supply and demand, support and resistance, break of structure. Dude, I've traded everything, bro. I promise you guys, I've traded everything, bro. It's all the same shit, bro. Even for value gaps now, it's all the same shit. It's just reworded. You know what I mean? But yeah. Anyways, give me a second. Okay. Anyways, guys, I am back. Let me see. Okay, let me catch up with the YouTube chat here. So someone say here. Okay, look. Let's see. How long did it take for you to become profitable, and how much money did you lose before making money? Well, I don't want to get too into it because I'm gonna be yapping for too long. Okay, so I started trading 6 years ago. I started off with options. I did options for 3 years. I lost a few $1,000s. I started at 15, so a few $1,000s to me was $1,000,000 to me. I was literally heartbroken. But as time went on, I paper traded a little bit. I gained consistency. I got back into trading with a real account. I flipped my P&L from red to green, and then I traded futures, and I'm here today. All right, bro. Little short life story. All right, bro. Okay, let's see what we got here. Banks and institutions don't even trade for themselves. They use quants and algorithms. Exactly, bro. Like, dude, I promise you, dude, I've actually talked to like 2 or 3 actual hedge fund like people that work at a hedge fund, and they tell me, they're like, dude, I barely even know what a candle is, bro. You know what I mean? Like, dude, I promise you guys, they're not trading like a freaking candlestick and everything. Like, dude, you might be thinking, well, David, aren't you just contradicting yourself? Don't you say that banks manipulate liquidity and everything? Yes, but you guys need to understand that this strategy right here is a concept. Nothing here is guaranteed. Like, I even tell you guys, it's a concept. All right, it's a concept. It's an idea of how banks work. right? It's an idea of how banks manipulate price to take out the lows and the highs to obviously get the best fill. It's not how banks actually works. In fact, no one knows how banks works. In fact, if banks actually knew how each other worked, there's gonna be so much competition that they're trading against themselves, right? It's like a million giants just fighting each other, right? And we're just retail, just spectating, right? So no one knows how banks work. It's a concept. ICT doesn't know how banks work. RP doesn't know how banks work. I don't know how banks work. No one does. They invest so many billions of dollars into this to keep this strategy so hidden and so consistent. All right, guys. It's not even a strategy, bro. Banks aren't just waiting for a big candle to happen. They're manipulating price. That's how, guys. Banks are the ones that move the markets. Us retail, bro. You're $100 in the markets. Your prop from account is not moving a decimal in the markets. You're not moving the markets. It's all banks. All right, guys. So please, like, wake up. Understand how the markets work, guys. All right, please. All right. Anyways, let me see what we got here. We all did the same thing. David, why are you trade 0 to 4 hour? It's how I trade. I'm a scalper. If you don't like it, obviously you can still take the same trades, just hold for higher. This is how I personally trade. All right. Let me see. Caught a 75-point short off open. Very nice, bro. I don't know how you caught a 75-point trade off open, bro. We have gotten absolutely no setup today, bro. We barely even moved, bro. We're still stuck at the opening price. How do I get no delay? Here, you can join the premium through here. Just join through this link and you can get access to it. So it's called the blue. There you go. Let me see. I can't see the link to it. I just got the premium. Okay, what's your Discord? One thing, guys, we're still waiting for a setup, guys. It's just that the market is very choppy today. I'm not sure why it's so choppy today. I mean, we don't have news, so maybe that's why. But very boring market today, guys. Very, very boring. Very, very boring market, man. Gotta put the chat here. Okay, someone say here, David. I'm not gonna lie. I used to think exactly like that when I first started trading with the 8 a.m. opening range breakout and got my first payouts. Once again, guys, good shit. You know what I mean? Like, getting a payout is an amazing feeling. And yes, you can feel like you're on top of the world. And, obviously, it's very hard for the ego not to get in the way. I agree with you guys, right? Trust me, I was there at first, bro. When I started securing withdrawals with my options account, when I ended up getting my first big purchase, which was actually a Rolex and everything, bro, guys, I felt like I was the king of the world, bro. I mean, it's normal. We're all human. It feels like that. But when people go online and on social media and just keep constantly talking so much like stupid statements, it really makes them look like an idiot online. You know what I mean? And it really kills the whole trading space because it makes everyone believe stuff that isn't even true because someone that doesn't know what they're talking about is, putting it out there. I mean, so once again, yes, bro, when you get a payout, and I'm sure you guys in here in my Discord feel the same way, yeah, you can feel like you're on top of the world, bro. It's an amazing feeling, and we all love it. Right? And yeah, that high can be up there for a while. You know what I mean? You feel like you're the best. Right? And that's amazing, right? Keep your confidence up. It gives you good trades and everything. But don't be that guy that talks everyone else down that's not trading your own strategy or your own trading style, whatever. Don't talk them down to saying that they're trash traders or that the model sucks. Because, at the end of the day, you're the one that looks like an idiot because you don't know or you don't understand that every strategy out there is practically the same. I mean, so yeah, holy chop, dude. Yes, bro, it's terrible. Okay, let me ask you guys in the chat. Until what time would you guys say that we stay on until we get off? Because dude, the market is not giving us a single setup. It's barely moving. It's not doing anything, bro. 11. All right, but we can stay on for 30 more minutes. But yeah, David, please remove the delay. I really wish I could. For my people on YouTube, but guys, I'm currently streaming over here in the premium. As you guys see right over here, we had over 560 viewers. Obviously, with the chop, people are getting off. Now we're back down to 500. But yeah, with the premium, I do offer no delay live trading streams. So obviously, if I put it out, it's a business model, right? If I put it out over on YouTube with no delay, which maybe I do sometime in the future, well, I don't know. You know what I mean? No promises, right? But yeah, it'll kind of just ruin the whole business and the whole point of it. You know what I mean? So yeah, on YouTube I put like a little delay to the point where you could still watch the trades, but obviously not take full advantage of it. David, what indicator do you have on right now? This is called the VWAP. It's completely free. You go to indicators, search up VWAP, and it'll be the first one under technical. It's called volume weighted average price. Just click on this and then go to settings. Right? You don't need to change any inputs. Go to style and turn off everything but the VWAP. All right, turn off upper band, turn off lower band, and turn off band fills. You don't need this. All right. But yeah, let me see. My Discord is 7 Rejo. Rejo. I think that's what I say. All right, so we're gonna have more buying pressure here. Let's see if this actually can spike us up into a setup. I'm already done for the day. Nice, bro. 11, 11:30. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to 11, bro. If I don't find a setup by 11, bro, I'll just come back later. Now remember, guys, like I said, guys, later today on stream, I'm gonna be doing another stream, all right, guys? So don't worry, like this is not gonna be the last stream for the day. Later today, I'm gonna be doing another stream reviewing the markets and reviewing your guys' trades. All right. Let me see. Let me see something. Rate indicator has gotten me 3 wins so far, bro. I'm really glad to hear that, bro. Right now we're actually trying to automate it, but here's the thing: like we're trying to do it, but I don't know if prop firms allow that. So I don't know if we're gonna release it. I don't think we can release it. I mean, we can maybe for someone that has a live account, but I don't think prop firms allow automated trading. You will get banned. But yeah, if you guys have ever used the indicator, you guys know how it works. I personally love the indicator. I use it every day. Although I don't show it on stream, I use it before I start the stream. It shows me all the setups. But there's actually a way to automate it. Which we're trying to work to do. My friends and the people in the group are telling me that we need to create a server to run the bot and all that stuff. Here's the thing: I don't know if prop firms allow it. That's the thing. They do. I don't think they do, bro. I don't think they do. Yeah, I don't think prop firms allow it. Some do. Yeah, but they're very strict on the rules if they do allow it. Let me search it up. Do prop firms allow? I'm gonna say what bot trading? Yeah, bot trading. It's a bot, right? It's a bot automating the trades. Bot trading. It says here, yes, many. Oh, whoa, okay. Well, yes, many prop firms allow bot trading, also known as algorithmic trading or expert advisors. However, rules vary greatly by firm, which is what I was saying, right? If they do allow it, it'll be probably very strict. Some fully welcome automation, some fully restrict what a bot can do, and some ban it outright to protect the risk models. Yeah. So let me see. Automation friendly firms. Oh wow, we're actually pumping a little bit. Wait, what? Okay, wait. It says here, here. I'll show on stream. It says here, firms like TopStep and Apex explicitly allow bot trading and offer API access. Apex allows bot trading? Since when? Now AI is lying? Yeah, I don't think Apex allows bot trading. Remember, guys, usually the AI maybe it's outdated. Well, it's getting its source from Reddit, so it's probably not that reliable. Yeah, I don't. No. Before I say anything, hold on. I don't think Apex allows bot trading. Hold on, Apex bot trading. Um, I'm not really seeing any rules here on bot trading. By the way, guys, once again, if you guys do want to get the 9% off discount, guys, it's gonna end in 13 hours from now. So code blasters will give you guys 9% off, no activation fee accounts. All right, guys. If you guys do want to stack them with some, go ahead and pick some up. Anyways, let me see what we got here. So how do you find the rules here? So you go to help desk, I believe. Yeah, help desk. Uh, I don't think they have anything on rules though. Get started building platforms, legacy products, and if they draw on accounts, um, let's just say bot. They don't have any statements on bot trading. I don't know if they allow it because I do know that RP has his own. Oh wait, someone sent the picture. Let me see. Thank you for that, by the way. Let me see. Okay, let me see. No. Oh yeah, look, no automation or algorithmic usage allowed. Because here's the thing. I was thinking Apex might have allowed it because RP has his own bot, and I see people using it with Apex. Maybe I don't. Well, it says here they don't allow it. It says here no automation or algorithmic. I'll whatever, bro. Rewards are intended to recognize human trader activity participating in the learning process, not to reward automated system executed programmed logic, which is obviously the logic that we have with the indicator, right? So yes, although we are trying to automate it, maybe we just allow it for live accounts, but I would strictly advise using it on Apex. It's just not worth it. I first of all, I don't want to get in trouble with Apex because once again, I have too much on the line, with my accounts and everything. I don't want to get banned. So Apex, if you're watching this, no automated trading. But yeah, the thing is, I don't know how people get away with it because I do know that some people they offer automated trading with Apex. I've always thought, I'm like, dude, like, aren't you breaking the TOS? Like, aren't you gonna get banned? Please see the user agreement for more details. We encourage you to reach out if you have any further questions. Well, it's gonna be pretty straightforward. No automated trading. right? So yes, although we are working on automating the indicator, which has a lot of potential, I will not allow it to be with Apex or with any firms. Most firms just don't allow it, and if they do, it's the rules are probably going to be so rigged that it's just not going to work in your favor. So there's just no point. I mean, Apex allows it sometimes for evals only, though. Yeah, because dude, no one cares about evals, bro. Like, yeah, bro, pass or fail, you're gonna pay them anyways. So yeah, dude, Apex does not care if you automate it on. Well, I don't think they care if you automate it on evals because, dude, it's an eval. Who gives a shit? I mean, but on PA accounts, when the money is actually on the line, they're definitely not gonna allow that. So please, if you guys are automating anything, seriously be careful because you can get banned from that if they catch on. Someone said, "Yeah, not allowed." Hunter said, "Yeah, not allowed." Wink, wink, bro. Come on now, bro. But yeah, no. If we can get it automated on a live account, that'll be pretty neat. You know what I mean? If you guys really do trust the indicator like that, I've always been kind of against bots. I've always thought that when you trade, you need to trade with I think the word is discretion. I think that's how you say it. Um, I personally feel like you can automate trading, but I don't think it will be as good as if you trade on your own. I'm not gonna say I've always been against it. I've just always preferred manual trading other than let me see something here. EVA automation could be good for a business for you. I mean, I've always like I said, but I've never really suggested. I don't know how to put it into words. Like I've always suggested trading on your own. Like it's you know what I mean? Bro was hard against bots 3 months ago. Yeah, I still kind of am. Like I don't really like. I'm not saying they don't work. I just don't like. I will never. I just don't trust a system. Um, to trade it because once again, there have been many setups where I've looked at. I'm like, bro, like I don't know, like something's telling me don't take it. Like it just doesn't look good. Although everything is lined up for that sub to work out, something tells me don't take it, and it usually just doesn't play out. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I feel like you need like a little bit of like. I think the word is discretion. I think that's what it's called. Every day people ask you to mute your mic when you drink. Yeah, that's part of the premium package, bro. You got a little bit of ASMR when I drink water. Anyways, um, someone say here, could you turn the indicator on for Asia too, dude? I don't know, bro. We have the indicator off for Asia and London because we know it's not very consistent. And here's the problem: yes, Asia lately has been pretty decent. It's been good. It's been all right. But Asia's very inconsistent. Some days it's terrible. Some days is amazing, right? And here's the problem: just if we turn on the indicator to work for Asia, what's gonna happen is one loss comes around, then two losses come around because we know, excuse me, we know that Asia's not very consistent. And here's what happens: you guys start blaming us. You guys are saying the indicator sucks. You guys are saying the indicator doesn't work. We don't want that. We want the indicator to be as consistent and as as accurate as possible. And the best way to do that is to have it working with the backtesting that we did, which is during the New York session, which has, in my opinion, the best volume, the best aggression, and the best everything. You know what I mean? So yes, the indicator can work for Asia, but it's gonna be very inconsistent. Some days it's very bad, some days it's very good. Because Asia is very on and off. Some days it's amazing, some days it's terrible. You know what I mean? So yeah. They're trying to fuck up the program. Drink more water, bro. Finally created a 5 minute gap. Let's see if we can hold it actually. Now just because we have a 5 minute gap does not mean the markets are automatically good. All right, let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Right, but we are definitely a step in the right direction. Right, we do have a bullish bias above 29,088. We do have room for higher here, which I'm gonna see how we react. But yeah, let's not get too ahead of ourselves. We still have, yes, we have a setup, we have somewhat of a read, but we still need a little bit more time in the market to see what we want to do from here. Like, do we want to trade it? Is the market a little bit choppy? Did we just get lucky creating one little imbalance? What's gonna happen? Let's give it a little bit more, a few more minutes, and let's see what we can do here. All right, bro, guys. No, never mind, never mind. Anyway, let me see what we got here. Let me catch up with the chat on YouTube. Um, can I ask you to explain your setups for today? Also, how do you identify your setups before the day starts? I don't identify my setups before the day starts. I trade it once I see it in front of my face, and I haven't taken any setups today, so I'm cash today. What are you looking for right now? I mean, I'm gonna wait to see if we can take out 246 first, and maybe try to see if we can get an inverse off this. Maybe that can be a deal because we do have the view up down there, so price should average out into it. But with time, we have to see. Apex allows it only on live accounts. Oof. Yeah, not many people are live anyways. So, um, David, I'm new here. Sorry again, but what exactly does the indicator do? Okay, so, the indicator that that we coded, and that I put out. Okay, so imagine this indicator right here. Think about it as me inside of your chart, like me trapped inside your chart, right? What it will do for you automatically is it will mark out every nearby fair value gap. It will mark out what entry you should be taking. It will mark out all the nearby liquidities. It will tell you if the volume is considerable. It will tell you what the bias is. It will tell you the price targets, the stop loss, and so on. All right, bro. Literally imagine me inside of your charts as an indicator. Like I'm in your chart, I'm like, yo, mark out the level here. Like you see how it marks out the best nearest setup with a bullish bias. Obviously this is because I have an inverse model. If you change it over to a continuation model, it'll probably give you one here. So like if you do continuation model, but okay, it'll probably find one right over here. Let it load up real quick. But yeah, the indicator pretty much does everything for you. So if you do want to get it, I don't really promote the indicator too much because I'm so focused on my own trading. But the indicator is still there. We're still keeping track of it. Especially Hanif. So if you guys do have any questions, hit up Hanif, not me. Nah, you can hit me up. But yeah. Anyways, let me see what else we got here. The indicator starting, it should, or not yet actually, but we do have a fair value gap here. I'm surprised it's not showing a continuation model. Oh, it's probably just waiting for a retracement into it. That's probably why. Okay, let me see what else we got here. David, I'm new. Oh, I read that. Do they know? Do they know? Do they do? How do you think RP is using his bot? That's the thing. I don't know because I don't think Apex gives out special permissions. Maybe they do. I don't know. I don't know. Right, but if I were to put out like an automation service, which I don't know if I will, right? But if I do put out an automation service, I would love to double, quadruple check with every firm out there to make sure they allow it. Because the last thing I'm trying to do is not only get you guys in trouble, but get myself in trouble, right? Yes, automation, and if you do it correctly, has a lot of potential, right? You can go to work, or you can, I don't know, stay in bed or whatever, and have everything make money for you if the statistics are there, right? But that's the thing. Most firms do not allow it because, for example, let me tell you guys. Um, okay, yeah, there's a continuation model. Anyway, I'm gonna turn it off. I'm not gonna use it. But what I was gonna say was, here's why firms don't allow it. Let's say I'm super famous. I'm like TGR type of famous, right? You guys follow my trades. You guys love it. You guys make money. If I make an automation service and it actually works, right? The what's it called? The bot is gonna be entering the trade on a million accounts all at the same time. It's gonna be very fishy. And if the automation is so consistent, right? And each user is using 20 accounts, per user, and every account gets a payout, the firm is gonna lose a lot of money. Right, so that's why. And once again, guys, we all know this. We're not dumb to it. We're not blinded to it. Firms need us to lose so they make money, right? It's how firms work, right? We pay them, you don't pass your account, they make money, right? Obviously, you can make money. I'm not saying they're scammers, right? But obviously, if you're like a new trader and you don't know what you're doing, yeah, you're gonna give away some money, right? That's how it is, right? So if it's as simple as someone that doesn't even know what the Nasdaq is, someone that doesn't even know what a candle is, to buy a freaking $100 subscription to a freaking automated service, and they plug it into the Tradevate and it gets some payouts, what does the firm have to win? That's why most firms are strictly against bot trading, right? So yeah. So I personally don't really want to get involved with that. So yeah. Anyways, let me see here. Don't ignore me, trading boy. Blood. No, bro, I'm not even gonna freaking read your question, bro. Wait, but does he? Yes, looks like he wants shorts. Well, oh, whoa, what the heck? I didn't even notice ES wanted higher here or pumped up so high up. Yo, bro, if you guys start calling me trading boy, bro, I'm gonna ban your ass, bro. Is the indicator free? No. Well, yes, it has a free trial. So if you want, you can check it out here. There you go. Let me check out the rest of the questions. Did we look at ES? Yeah, I see it here. We are actually getting a pretty nice DOL sweep here on ES, although NQ does look a little bit more bullish. We took out the high and we're inversing the 5-minute. Scott Taylor has a who the heck is Scott Taylor? I never heard of that guy. Scott Taylor has a bot on his SLF account. I've seen. Who the heck is Scott Taylor? Is that a trader that I don't know of? Does anyone know who Scott Taylor is? Whatever. Check it out. I got you. And he said, love from South Africa. Bro, much love to you, bro. And God bless you, man. God bless everyone in here, man. Seriously. Anyways, these are firms that accept them, but probably based on the algorithm. Huh. Let me check it out. Obviously, every firm allows freaking evaluation, freaking bots. You know, no one cares. Okay, let's see. So Apex obviously doesn't allow it. Lucid allows bot trading. I'm sure they're probably very strict on the rules for that. Take Profit doesn't allow it. Alpha doesn't allow it. Bonox doesn't allow it. Elite Trader Funding, I've never heard of that firm, doesn't allow it. MFF doesn't allow it. Tradeify allows it. Very interesting. Okay. Top Step, no. One Up Trader, never heard of it. Enter Trade, never heard of it. Trade Day, never heard of it. Lilu Trading, never heard of it. Futures Leap, never heard of it. Top One Futures, Fund the Futures Network, never heard of it. Blue Sky, why is your freaking platform on Discord? Anyways, I've heard of them barely. They allow it. Pure Capital, never heard of them. Daytraders.com, okay, I know them. Goat Funded Futures, never heard of them. And Funded Next, I've heard very bad things about. Well, no, let me not say it like that. I don't know. I think they have like some payout issues, but maybe that was like a year ago, so I'm sure they fixed it. But yeah, very interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting. Anyways, this is what we got here. Yo, David. Yo, has David taken any trades? No, I have not. I have not taken any trades. And this fair value gap is done. David inverse. I'm gonna let you figure it out. Hey guys, we don't have a setup, guys. We don't have a bearish bias. We're still bullish above 29,088. We are still bullish, guys. I would have taken it if we took out 246, but still nothing. Yes, so the high, yes, but if I'm gonna be taking a trade on NQ, I need to make sure that although the SMC might be slightly different, I still need NQ to take out the liquidity. Yes, you can use ES as a reference, but don't fully rely on ES's bias to form your bias on NQ. Because here's what happens, guys. Look at this. Check this out, guys. All right, and a lot of the times you guys probably hear me saying this a lot. All right, so pay attention here. All right, a little mini lesson. All right, I won't take long. All right, so check this out. All right, what's an SMT? Right, SMT is usually when ES and NQ are going against each other, or one is stronger than the other. Right, perfect. Okay, this is exactly what an SMT is. All right, so check this out. At the moment, let's understand what's happening here. At the moment, guys, the market looks pretty choppy, right? We inverse a bullish rally gap, which if you took shorts, you probably would have gotten stopped out, which is why I avoided it, right? So right now, NQ is bullish, it's trying to go up. But if you look at ES, it's bearish and it's trying to go down. So here's what happens, all right? What happens when let's imagine ES, right? Let's imagine that we have a level of liquidity right over here, right? What happens when ES is temporarily stronger than NQ, and it takes out the liquidity up here, and then it goes back down into a bearish bias, while NQ is left behind with a drawn liquidity up here, right? And a drawn liquidity down here, and it has a bullish bias here, but it has not caught up with the drawn liquidity here. That's exactly what's happening right now. If you look at ES, it took out the liquidity, while if you look at NQ, it hasn't really done much. As you guys see right here, the liquidity is still yet to be taken out. All right, so what happens here? Well, when one is trying to go down and the other one is trying to go up, this creates a big sort of confusion. So you might be wondering, David, although ES looks to be leading and ES is bearish, but NQ is bullish, can't I just take shorts on NQ? No, in fact, most times when you notice that there's a big SMT in the market, what you should be doing is actually avoiding it. Because what happens when you mix a market that's trying to go down with a market that's trying to go up, right? We'll just put like a little plus sign here. What happens? Well, what ends up happening here is these two markets, these two completely different indexes, average out. One is trying to go down and one is trying to go up. And what causes here is confusion. And what does confusion lead to in the markets? Well, very random, very choppy, very unpredictable price action, right? Just like this, right? So once again, what happens if you mix a negative with a positive? Chop, right? So what's the best way to go about this? Well, you simply avoid the markets, right? And you wait for the markets to catch up with each other. At the moment, you guys saw that obviously ES was slightly bearish and it inversed a bullish rally gap. If you're an ES trader, this setup looks like a no-brainer. So why didn't this setup work out? Well, you need to always make sure that the SMT is always aligned. Because once again, if they're not aligned, what happens if you mix a negative with a positive? Chop. All right, so you're mixing a negative, right, a bearish bias with an inverse with room for lower. The setup looks good, but look at this. The brother, right, which is NQ, at least at the moment, was pretty bearish. I mean, it was pretty bullish. So while ES was trying to go down, NQ was trying to go up. So what happens? This creates confusion in the markets. So although you enter shorts and everything looks really good, it's gonna average out. It's gonna chop out a lot. All right. So when you guys are trading, you guys always need to make sure, you guys always see me doing this. Always make sure that you know what ES is doing. Obviously, we're all of us in here, we're all NQ traders, right? Maybe there's a few ES traders here, right? But if you're either or, always make sure that when you guys are taking a trade, make sure that both indexes are aligning. Always. If they're not aligning, yes, you can still take a trade, but it's gonna be a little bit messier because you have one trying to go do the opposite. So obviously, if one is stronger, even though you might be bullish on NQ, if ES is stronger, it's gonna lead the markets down. Right? So what's the best way to avoid this and filter this out? Make sure that they're always aligned together. And that's how you go about it. All right, bro? So yeah. So I'm saying here, what a perfect fair value gap continuation model. I wouldn't really say perfect because we did inverse fair value gap on both ES and NQ. So this setup is kind of out the window, down the drain. So yeah, we're still left with no setups, guys. On the bright side, we took out another level of liquidity, which is the New York high, but so far, nothing yet, guys. We are still left stranded here with no setups, guys. So we're still waiting, guys. But once again, better stay cash than being red. You know what I mean? We're still green from yesterday, which I'm sure everyone in here might have caught the same trade. So there's no point in rushing it. We're still green. We'll wait for our model to come around, and then we go from there. You know what I mean? So yeah, we'll do that. All right, guys. Yeah, there's nothing on the 15-minute. There's nothing on the 5-minute. We're still cash, guys. We're still cash. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay. Let me see. 50 more minutes and you're off? Yeah, most likely, bro. Um, focus on giving the single sub. Okay, well, I already know what that is. Um, everyone knows what SMT is. Okay. Bye bye, Mr. Sure on YouTube, and bye bye, Mr. Sure on YouTube. Goodbye. Anyways, yeah, we're still pumping a little bit more here. Still no setups. Now, hopefully we can form a setup. I am pretty strict on if we don't get a setup by 11, I'll probably just come back during the PM session. I'm probably not gonna stream for the PM session because I do have a stream to do at 4 for you guys, which is gonna be the review stream. So yeah. What setup are you looking for? I don't have one, unfortunately. So I'm not really looking for anything. Just once one comes around, I'll let you guys know what to expect from it. Well, the higher time frame, as mentioned on the 4-hour time frame, was quite bullish. Well, I don't really think we retraced into it though, right? Oh, we did. We did. Well, I don't really trade out the 4 hours, so I wasn't gonna use it anyways. But it's good to know that we are pretty bullish still. Oh, I forgot to delete this. There you go. Anyways, yeah, guys. So far, nothing. So yeah, I mean, okay? Let me ask you guys: would you guys be more down for a PM session or an Asia session? Because the last thing I'm trying to do today, guys, is be on the charts literally all morning, all afternoon, and all night, bro. It's so draining, bro. Because usually when I don't get a trade for the AM session, I take like a 1 hour break off the charts. Then I get back on for the PM session. Nothing for the PM session. Then I do a review stream. I'm still on the charts, and I get back on for Asia, which I'm on the chart for like 2 or 3 more hours. It's draining. A lot of you guys are saying Asia, so yeah. I mean, usually I don't blame you guys because usually if the AM session is pretty choppy, usually the PM session isn't any better. So hopefully the Asia session blesses us tonight. So I'll try it out. But yeah, I'm gonna give the market a few more minutes. I'm gonna see if we can get a lucky candle where we can get some sort of a setup to form. And if not, then we come back later. Simple. Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna get off earlier, then sure. But I'm gonna stay on for a little bit more. Fuck Asia, trade London. Hell no, bro. I am not. I am not trading London, bro. That's 3 in the morning, bro. Give me 10 more minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna give it 10 more minutes. I'm gonna see what we can cook up. Maybe, hopefully, we get like a nice candle. If not, then we're off. London is the best. Look, I'm not saying London is bad. I'm saying, bro, I'm not staying up till freaking 3 in the morning to trade London, bro. The most I'll do is Asia, bro. Yeah, guys. Today's market has been pretty choppy. Everyone on YouTube is saying Asia as well. But you guys love this Asia session, bro. Dude, even when Asia opens, bro, like you guys always at me, you're like, yo, you're trading Asia tonight? Like, yo, you guys really like Asia, bro. I don't like it that much, but yeah. David, did you go to any World Cup games? Bro, I'm sorry, bro. I don't like soccer, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I know a lot of you guys here are huge soccer fans, bro. But nah, bro. I can't watch that shit, bro. That's just so boring, bro. Soccer, football, whatever it's called, bro. Whatever it's called, dude. I don't fucking know, bro. Do you like sports? A little bit. I mean, I watch basketball. I watch UFC like any day of the week, but football or football or whatever it's called, dude. That's boring, bro. Sorry. Bro, Lando, bro. Dude, it's just I just don't see the hype around it, bro. I really don't, bro. I really, really don't. UFC over everything? Nah, no, dude. No, even Trump can agree, bro. Even Trump can agree. You already know, bro. But yeah. Last one question. As the market took liquidity up there, why is the 5-minute fair value gap to inverse invalid? Well, we don't have the 5-minute fair value gap anymore. So that's why. We already filled it. Right? So now that we filled the fair value gap before we took out the liquidity. Now, if we would have taken out the liquidity and gone back down to the fair value gap, then I would have taken it. But since we took out the fair value gap before the liquidity and we filled it, we can't take it. The imbalance doesn't really exist anymore. There's no point. Americans just want to be different, bro. Dude, I'm sorry. It's just okay. Look, I don't know, bro. Like, you're watching like how long do the games last? Like 2 hours, an hour, 2 hours to score 1 point, bro. Like, I don't know, bro. I just don't see the hype, bro. I'm sorry, bro. And then the thing that I hate is when they fake their injuries, bro. Like, bro, you flick them and they go on the floor fucking crying, bro. I just don't see the hype, bro. I really don't. Crazy take. Bro, look, I know you guys are football fans or soccer fans or whatever you want to call it, bro. I know you guys are fans, bro, and I respect it, bro, but it's not for me, dude. I've tried watching soccer. I have really tried my hardest, bro, and I just can't watch it for any more than like 20 minutes, bro. Soccer players are like premium athletes, though. So are basketball players, so are football players. You know. I want to go on soccer and flop so much. Yeah, I just don't see the hype. I know you guys are gonna disagree with me. I know you guys are gonna disagree with me because I like, bro. Like, I'm sure everyone loves soccer. But I just don't see it. Let me see. Let me catch up. Yo, it's clockwise. Clockwise. I do remember that name from like a long time ago, bro. What's up, dude? Do you think trading London is a good session to trade if I'm in Europe for the summer? Yeah, dude, London is pretty damn good, bro. Only reason I don't trade London is because, dude, I'm like knocked out in bed snoring, bro. It's 3 in the morning when it opens up. You don't have to be a soccer fan to watch the World Cup. The thing is, like I said, I've tried watching it. I really did try. I just don't. You know what I mean? I just don't really see the hype. What do you find entertaining? An entertaining sport? Like I said, for me, UFC is my thing, bro. UFC is my thing, dude. I love it, bro. Now that we took out buy side liquidity, do we delete the last round liquidity? Absolutely yes. Now, since we're not gonna be using 88 anymore, instead of deleting it, you could just mark it out on the new low, which is gonna be the New York low right here. So just move it down to 29,064. Was there a big vibes in the state? Dude, no. Maybe that's why I don't like it that much. I mean, I don't really see it around here. Yeah, some restaurants were playing the World Cup, obviously it's how they get customers and everything. But as far as that goes, I mean, and at least in Miami, dude, no one really celebrates that much. I know in Europe and everything's gonna be crazy, like the crowds are insane and everything, but here in Miami, bro, the hype is kind of dead. In fact, I didn't even know the World Cup was happening until like game two. Because I just didn't see any promotion for it. I didn't see anyone talking about it. I just don't really see the hype. Someone say here, I don't know how you deal with some of these comments. You have patience, my friend. Bro, I promise you, bro, like, I always just laugh at them, bro. Like, is that yo, bro, dude, what is this, bro? Bro. Anyways, dude, when people say that stuff in the comments, dude, I kind of just laugh at it, bro. Like, once again, bro, like, you can get hated on for anything, bro. Like, it's the same shit, dude. Like, I mean, and I entertain it because, hey, like, they're a viewer. I'm getting paid for it. Why not? I'll just keep entertaining it, bro. They can talk as much shit as they want. It doesn't really affect me, and I'm getting paid for it. You know what I mean? So fuck it. Why not? I mean, once again, it doesn't really change anything that I do. I'm still gonna do what I do with or without them, with whatever they say. You know what I mean? So I don't really go fuck. Someone said, "What if I go long on NQ and short on yes?" Yo, I would have never thought about that, bro. No, I was kidding, bro. Dude, it's probably not gonna do anything, bro. Favorite UFC, bro, McGregor, bro. Dude, how can you not like McGregor, dude? He's super entertaining, super talented. And I really like the person he's turned into now. Back then, he wasn't really a person of God or anything, but he really caught himself, and I really, really do like that, bro. It made me respect McGregor so much more, bro. And he's really humbled himself a lot more, which is amazing, bro. Um, yeah, bro. My favorite fighter is definitely McGregor, bro. And the Rush, dude. Those Russians, bro, they don't fuck around, bro. But yeah, for me, McGregor. And I know it's everyone likes McGregor. Yeah, he's super famous and everything. But I truly do like him. I like the person that he's turned into nowadays. He used to be very egotistical, and now he's like, um, dude. I saw that comment, bro. That shit was hilarious, bro. But yeah, I really do like the person he's turned into. Now, like, he's a man of God, and he's definitely like really humbled himself, and I really do respect that. You know what I mean? Yo, okay, bro, come on, now, bro. That's crazy, bro. Anyways, let me see. Thoughts on lightweight champion main card this weekend? I'm actually gonna watch it with my brother and my family because it's my brother's birthday. Crazy that my lost over the weekend, even though they beat my country to win. No way, bro. MC, yeah, bro. I don't want the BS hate to make you stop teaching. Because there's signal bots. Like I said, bro, it's not gonna make. Dude, I don't know them, but I really don't care what they say, bro. Dude, like I said, bro, you could be the best trader in the world, and someone's gonna say something, bro. It comes with what you do online. You know what I mean? If you're gonna share stuff online or freaking stream and do all that stuff, there's always gonna be someone that's bound to say something. Even if you do everything right, they'll do something wrong and says they're so childish and like, I'm not gonna say the word, but you know what I'm saying, like I'm not gonna say any bad words. You know what I mean? I'm trying to stay professional, but I mean, no, not many people can hold themselves accountable. So it's just what comes with the game, bro. Dude, I've been doing this for 6 years, bro. I'm used to it, bro. I don't really care. I laugh at it and I entertain it because, like I said, bro, if they're a viewer and they're commenting, I'm getting paid for that, bro, through ads. So fuck it, dude. Keep commenting for all you want. One sec, guys. Let me send my tuner. One sec, guys. What time is it? Oh, it's about to be 11. Guys, today's market was so choppy, bro. I'm very surprised we didn't get anything. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. The heck? Did I get on this one? Oh, I did. Yeah, guys. So far, very boring market, very choppy market today, guys. Hopefully, we can get something for the PM session, but I kind of doubt it. So if anything, Asia will be. Asia, it will be. But I'm down to stay on for a little bit and chill with you guys. Have my best trading day in a month with this chop, bro. Good fucking shit, bro. I unfortunately haven't been really able. Well, I'm not gonna say the market is really choppy. It's just not very trendy. You know what I mean? So it's like in the middle. But I can't work with anything here. You guys know I like to keep my stuff very, very A plus. And here, unfortunately, I just can't really work with anything. There's no setups. There's no trend. There's no momentum. Here we got some momentum, which I'm sure you probably got your trade from, but I just don't see anything else. David, do a 0 to max payout challenge, bro. I've made you guys a promise. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I still need to see what firm I want to use, and I need to organize it. Let me be your personal chef. Yo, deadass, bro. I've always wanted one, bro. Dude, I eat like shit, bro. Like, I eat really bad. And speaking of McGregor, actually, he had an interview. I'm pretty sure it's old, but he said that he saw LeBron James, like McGregor, and a lot of people out here as well. A lot of people are very materialistic. Like when you get your first sense of money, or your first taste of money, you know, whether it's sports or trading or whatever, the first thing you want to do is buy cars, clothes, and all that stuff. And you know, we've all been there and everything, but dude, I want to start prioritizing my health a lot more, dude. I used to be fucking ripped when I used to go to the gym, and dude, I don't go anymore, bro. I don't eat good, bro. And it's gonna catch up to me soon, bro. So so yeah, dude. I need to get better, bro. I need to eat better, dude. But do my fund the futures. I was thinking about doing Tradeify. I heard Tradeify is really, really good. Y'all find David's gym pics right now? Yo. No, they're yo. I was looking like mugging everyone, bro. But now, dude, I'm becoming a chud right now, bro. Like I was getting chopped as hell right now, dude. I don't get haircuts. Like all I do is stay at my house, trade, and sleep, and play games, bro. Like, bro, like I wasn't like this before, bro. I feel like I'm getting too comfortable again. So I need to get out of my comfort zone, bro. I used to go boxing. I stopped going for 2 days, and then I'm like, you know what, bro? The comfort got to the best of me, and I stopped going, bro. David, how old are you? I'm 20. I'm 20 years old. Are you Blasters on COD? On Call of Duty? No, I don't play COD. I was going to, but too old for me? Wait, what? What do you mean too old for you? What does that even mean? What do you mean too old for you? Are you talking about me? I stopped when I met, dude. On my peak, bro. I could probably show you guys. At my peak, hold on. I was 145 body weight. I was 7% body fat, dude. Like I was like, but this was back when I was in high school. Obviously, bro, like we've all been there, high school, you know what I mean? I didn't have a girlfriend, you know, I was all about that and all that stuff. So I tried my hardest and it worked. It really did work. And then dude, ever since I graduated, bro, I just stopped caring. I just stopped going, bro. And I know a lot of look, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Look, I know a lot of people say, yo, I go to the gym for myself. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I did not go to the gym for myself, bro. Dude, I was trying to live my high school life, bro. You know what I mean? But I can probably find something here. I just gotta see where. I haven't, dude. I just don't post myself like ever, so I gotta scroll all the way down. But yeah, bro, I'm my peak, bro. Like I would be able to bench no spot, no nothing, 225 at 140 body weight, which is insane to even think about. 145. I mean, 225. That's two plate. No, is it 245 or 225? What's two plates? It's 225, right? No, it's 245. No, 225. Yeah, 225. Yeah, I was able to do 225 for one, only one. Like, dude, it was like my exact PR. But dude, at 140 like weight and 7% body fat, dude, not too bad, bro. Not too bad at all. I just don't know when I post, dude. Like, you guys can see here, bro. Like, I used to post the gym all the time, and I just stopped going, and I just stopped posting it, bro. Maybe if I like put this all the way up, it'll probably show more. All right, let's see. Let's keep going down. Okay, look right here. Look, this is me. I want to see at my peak, but dude, I look nothing like this now, bro. I'm like, yo, why am I Chinese, bro? Dude, bro. Anyways, yeah, this is me at my. I'm not, bro. No shot. It just restarted. That wasn't me at my peak, but that was me like up there. But dude, I'm like, dude, I lost everything, bro. Or I wouldn't say I lost everything. I'm just not strong anymore, dude. I just stopped. I got too comfortable. And that's something I regret every single day. And I try going back, but I'm like, tomorrow. And it's like, look right here. You guys can see it right here. This was 7-8% body fat, 140, 145. And that's when that's when I used to be able to bench 225. And dude, now, dude, I went to the gym not so long ago and I tried doing one plate, bro, and I was struggling when that used to be my warm up, bro. So that's, well, muscle memory is a thing. So I'm sure I can pick it back up in like a good month or so. But dude, you know what it is? I can barely even do a plate for like 10. Damn, bro. Like, damn, bro. Yo, what the heck? Bro, someone said, dang, you find. Yo. Guys, I'm just a trader here, bro. I don't even look like that anymore, bro. I'm dropped the shit now. But yeah, do calisthenics. I tried. It's not really my favorite thing ever. But yeah. David, start slowly going. Go each Friday till you start enjoying it again. I try. I try to make myself enjoy it, but I just can't find myself enjoying it, bro. It's just not what it used to be back then, bro. Because back then, you know, I had a purpose. You know what I mean? Like high school, Obviously, we're not dumb. We all know why. Um, and the gap is gone. Any interest today? Unfortunately, no, bro. The market is very choppy today. No interest being provided. No setups. We do have a bias, but I can't work with anything here. But I'm trying my best, and it's just like we dump and then we pump. There's nothing here. Maybe on the 15 minute, nothing, dude, nothing. So it's one of those days where we're just left with no setups, which is fine. It happens. We're still green on the week. So how tall are you? I am 5'11". You know the deal, bro. I usually say I'm 6 feet, that Loki bit me in the ass one time, bro. I don't know if you guys want a little story time while I wait for another setup, which I don't even think is gonna come around. No way you're 5'11", dude. Bro, I learned the hard way to not lie about my height anymore, bro. Bro, dude, bro. Okay, look. Before I met my girlfriend, bro, I hit up this one girl. Like when I was back in high school, I hit up this one girl on Instagram, and it was going good. Like I was doing my lines. It was going good. Whatever. Bro, she asked me. She's like, "Hey, like, how tall are you?" And me being me, me feeling myself. I'm like, "Oh, I'm 6 feet." I think I said I was like 6'1", dude. It was finally time to like meet up and and everything, dude. So I go in my car, right? She gets in the car and I didn't look. It was nighttime. My windows are like fucking 5% tinted. Like, dude, they're like dark as hell. And I didn't see it. I wasn't really. I was on my phone. You know what I mean? I was trying to be like nonchalant on my phone and everything. Dude, she gets in the car. I don't think anything of it. Whatever. We go to the. I think it was a park. Yeah, it was a park. We went to the park to walk around and just catch up and talk. Dude, tell me how she gets out of the car and I have to look up. Yo, no, bro. I'm like, no shot, dude. I don't even like tall girls, bro. Cause dude, like, girls are typically 6 feet. Dude, she gets out of the car, bro, and she's a fucking giant, dude. I look up like this, bro. Like, look, let me show you guys. If you like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen the Minion GIF. Hold on, Minion, um, looking up, dude. I looked like this, bro. I get out of the car. Well, he's admiring something. I wasn't really admiring anything. Um, Dude, social media is very fake, bro. But dude, I look up like this. I'm like, no shot, bro. No shot. You're that tall. And she's like, she looks at me. She's like, are you sure? Are you sure you're 6 feet? I'm like, I'm 5'11". I rounded it, dude. Never again, bro. Never again, dude. I'm sure you guys can tell how that went the next day, bro. I got ghosted. But I didn't even want it. I didn't want it anyway. So I'm not too bad about it. But still, bro, like, bro, I learned my lesson, bro. Guys, please, for my guys in here, bro, do not lie about your height, bro. Did she laugh? Next question, bro. Next question, dude. Shout out to my short kings in here, bro. But yeah, bro. Do not lie about your heights, guys. It's a very, very, very specific thing. All right. You do not look like you're 5'11". I'm 5'11", bro. I'm 5'11". Dude, what is this market, bro? So far, still nothing, dude. I might just come back for Asia. I mean, I'm okay. Before I get off, I'm gonna wait and see what this candle does. If it forms a gap and it does something interesting, sure, I'll consider it. But either way, the price action is still pretty bad. Like, we're just getting one good candle. So I'm gonna give it like 10, 15 more minutes. I'm see what we do. If not, I'm off. Stronger than me at 140 body weight. Yeah, but dude, that was like years back, bro. Dude, like I was like, bro. I wanted to get strong really bad, bro. Like, dude, I would overdose on creatine. Like, it told me like what I think it's like you're supposed to take 1 scoop a day. Dude, I was taking like 3. Like in the morning, afternoon, and at nighttime before I go to bed, which I know is very bad for you, which I stopped. Um, I was so like hungry for like to grow and bulk up so I can get strong quick before I graduated, to the point where I know this is gonna sound disgusting, but look, I know some of you guys in here maybe like gym rats, or maybe you guys are trying to get strong, or maybe for this girl. I don't know. I don't fucking know what you guys want. All right, but look, little life lesson from someone who actually saw results doing this. Protein shakes, right? Protein shakes. What you do? Get protein powder. Put it in. You can get protein. You can get protein milk, which is very expensive. So if you want, put regular milk. Put banana. Put oats. Put peanut butter. And here's the secret recipe. Here's the secret recipe. All right. Here's the rest. No, I'm not on trend. Here's the secret recipe. All right. It's gonna sound nasty. Someone said it. Olive oil. Listen to me, guys. If you're trying to dirty bowl, yes, I get it. Like, who puts olive oil in protein shakes? Listen to me. If you put like a good 1 or 2 teaspoons into your protein shake, you don't taste it, but it's there and it gives you extra calories. And if you're trying to dirty bulk and really get up there, um, it will give you those extra calories, so you meet the goal for the day, and you don't taste it. It's literally a cheat code. It's free calories, bro. And I will do that. I promise you guys, bro. I went from a stick to like, you know, pretty strong in less than a year. Yeah, I promise you guys. It sounds nasty. It sounds not. And I told my friends, like, dude, that's disgusting. I'm not doing that. I promise you guys, if you want it bad enough, olive oil in your protein shakes, 2 or 3 teaspoons. You don't taste it, and obviously when you mix it up, the flavor of the oats and the banana is gonna outweigh it, and you don't taste it, but it's still there. The calories are still there. You know what I mean? Does it sound nasty? No, it doesn't. I mean, every time I tell people, like, they're like, well, at least back then, they're like, yo, how do you go so fast? Like, what's your diet, dude? Two protein shakes every single day. Well, I would drink a lot of it, like, dude, to the point where like I would be gagging, like it was disgusting. But 2 protein shakes every single day, 2 or 3 teaspoons of olive oil. You don't taste it, and the protein is there. And obviously, you mix it with creatine and all that good stuff. And dude, you're gonna grow like a fucking giant in a blink of an eye. I promise you guys, bro. I've been there. Dude, I can show you guys when I was like when I was very skinny. I can show you guys the before and after, like with this exact diet. I promise you guys, bro. Hold on, let me send it to my other phone. Because I know a lot of you guys in here might be gym rats or whatever, and maybe you guys are going to the gym and all that stuff, and maybe you're struggling with the diet. Every morning when you wake up, do that, and before you go to bed, do that with some protein and everything, and bro, I promise you, you're golden, bro. Let me find the album. I have like a gym album, Gym Progress, right here. All right, let me send it to myself on my phone, and then let me find a favorites. What's the market doing? Yo, we're Loki pumping. Yo, Loki, if we take out 304, we can probably work with this fair value up here. I'm gonna give it a few more minutes. See what we can do. Let me see if I can find a picture, a photo. This is not the best picture. I don't feel like scrolling through my whole album, so I'm just gonna select it. So let me just send it to myself. Okay, guys, look. This was a before. Oh, it's 5 pictures. Hold on. Let me just like kind of go through it all. This this was before. I'm gonna send the before first. Right? This was my before, right here. Like, this is when I started going, no diet, no nothing. Like, I was going to the gym, but no diet, right? No abs, barely any. I was flexing here, surprisingly. Nothing, right? And then here's my tricep. Obviously you see it, but I'm very skinny. Now this is the after. Hold on, let me put it up here. This is, I promise you guys, with the same exact diet. Yo, I don't know why you guys are laughing, bro. This is with the same exact diet. Right here. Same exact diet, bro. All I did was protein shakes. Obviously, you got to eat meat and you got to eat rice and everything, but same exact thing, bro. I promise you guys, the diet consisted of rice with meat in the mornings and at night, protein shake, creatine. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of creatine and a lot of water and olive oil. I promise you guys, bro, olive oil. It's a cheat code, bro. I promise you guys, bro. It's a fucking cheat code. What diet? I just told you guys, bro. This is a cheat. Yo, show the glutes, bro. I'm not showing you guys my butt, bro. That's a big transformation. I promise you, that transformation was a good, maybe like year and a half. Consistent diet, consistent going to the gym, working out to failure. Oh, and obviously the workouts too. For me, the way I work out is I like to be very intense with my workouts. Like, because there's people that go like, oh, like 10 sets of whatever and you're done. No, bro. For me, highest you could do till failure. Then take a 30-second break, lower it down like half the weight till failure, bro. Then take a 2 or 3 minute break, then repeat it 4 times. Bro, dude, I would come back home. I couldn't even lift up my arm, bro. Every single day for a year straight, and I got those results. David, did you only do upper body? No, I didn't. I had pretty strong legs, but for some reason they wouldn't grow, so I looked like I had chicken legs, bro. So I always wear like sweatpants. but dude, like they're strong, bro. Like I would be able to to what is it called, the leg press a lot, bro. Like I think like 4 plates, like on each side, 3 or 4 plates on each. I don't remember. And dude, you would look at my legs and like you would imagine I just never worked out legs in the day in my life. I just don't get why. I guess it's just genetics. And for some reason, I also have like a gap in my chest as well. It's also genetics. Like my chest grew, but like there's like a gap. I don't know if you can see it here. There's like a gap. I don't know if you guys have it as well. But yeah, you can see it. Look right here. Right here, you see how there's like a gap? Right here. I don't know why, but it makes my chest like, it makes us look big, but it could look better. There's people that have that freaking like Freaking man boobs, bro. But yeah. Anyways, I was gonna get off at 11. It's 11:15. We do have a setup here. I'm not gonna take it until we see 304, but maybe price gets better during lunch. I doubt it, to be honest. It's probably gonna get worse, but I'll sit down for a little bit more, a little bit longer. For a little, bro. All right, bro. These AI pictures are getting out of hand, bro. Feed pic transformation, bro. Bro, you guys are crazy, bro. What are the possible plays for that fair value gap? You could trade a continuation model, but I wouldn't because if we go down to the midpoint and we bounce up, yeah, your price target is gonna be no. You can't do the midpoint bounce. You could do an inverse. You could probably do something like this, and then put your stop loss at the high up here for 60 points, which is not bad. And you can have a 1-to-1 here. Huh. This is actually not a bad setup. Now, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna take it because once again, although yes, we have a setup and we can get a bias and a good momentum, good everything, the market still lacks a little bit of momentum and a little bit of a trend. It's not the best. Like as you guys can see right here, look, we have choppy candle, choppy candle, choppy candle, choppy candle, choppy candle, choppy candle, and then one big candle. So it's like we don't have enough data to know if the market's really consistent. I mean, so I don't want to tell you guys, hey, like we're gonna take this trade and then we take it and then we get chopped out going to lunch hour. So yes, although the setup looks really good here, dude, I might just have to ban you for this picture, bro. What is this, bro? I literally might just have to ban you, bro. What the hell is this, dude? This is like this is terrifying, bro. Dude, I don't even know what to say, bro. I really don't. I really don't know what to say. I bet I got let me see. I got you chicken legs. It's frustrating. Yeah, it is because once again, my legs are strong. In fact, they're probably one of my strongest parts of my body, and they look like I never worked them out. It's actually really good to take 3 times the normal dose for creatine if you space it out when you take it. Some people just don't like it for their kidneys though. Well, if you drink a lot of water, I don't think it adds it's as harmful. Because I heard creatine has a lot of positive side effects, like really really positive side effects. Like it's really good for you. I mean, dude, to be fair, if you're eating steak and you're eating meat, you're eating creatine. It's in there, so you're eating it whether you like it or not. Some people just don't like the powder. You know what I mean? And I do agree. It tastes like sand, but it's terrible. I hate drinking it, but it does give you the results that you do want though if you drink a lot of water. Now, I will say creatine is not for everyone. Bro, look at this dude mogging, bro. I will say creatine is not for everyone. I have a friend that he tried getting on creatine with me, and instead of him, or he was a little bit bigger, but instead of him getting like more like fuller, well, he did get fuller, but he looked more bloated. Like he looked more fat, even though he was going out to the gym and having a good diet. So creatine is definitely not for everyone. I would say if you're skinnier, like if you're on the skinny side, it will work out like a charm for you. But if you're more on like the more like fat side, which I'm not saying it in any offensive way because I know now I'm not gonna lie, nowadays a lot of people are very sensitive. I'm not saying that you guys are fat, that's bad, but like you get what I'm saying though, right? Because what creatine does is it fills your muscles with water. You know what I mean? So if you're like on the more like overweight side, you're just gonna look more filled. You know what I mean? Like more, you know what I mean? Just a lot bigger. So maybe creatine isn't for everyone, but if you are skinny, I would definitely highly suggest it. I love creatine, bro. It's the best supplement I've ever taken in my life. Well, I'm not saying no one could take it. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that, like, like if you're on like on the heavier side, what could happen is I would say temporarily you're gonna look a lot, like a little bit bigger, if that makes sense. Just a slightly bigger. My goodness, dude. Yo, you guys are like out mugging this. Yo, yo. But yeah, you just need to find a higher quality product. Nah, I mean creatine is all the same thing. It's just creatine. You know what I mean? If you look at the back, as long as just get creatine that says monohydrate creatine 5 grams. That's all you need. Any product it doesn't matter. It's all the same shit. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, because once again, like I said, guys, creatine is supposed to fill your muscles with water. So if you already have a little bit of fat, it's just gonna make you look temporarily a little bit bigger. All right. So yeah. Sometimes you just have to do different things as a big boy. Yeah, maybe a little bit more cardio and all that stuff. But it's temporarily. It's temporary. You know what I mean? You gotta call people fat to give them motivation. I mean, dude, unfortunately, we live in a timeline where you say the littlest thing ever, like any word, and people cry about it. You know what I mean? So I gotta be very careful with what I say, especially with my audience that I have here. You know what I mean? The last thing I'm trying to do is offend anyone. But sometimes you just gotta tell them the truth. You know what I mean? Bro, the last thing I want to see anyone in here is be fat. You know what I mean? That's very unhealthy. You guys gotta lock in. You know what I mean? And little benefit here, the gym actually helps you out with your trading. It builds discipline, a lot of discipline. So yeah, it's, you know what I mean, the gym is a very good thing to do. It's very good for your mental health. It's good, very good for your physical health. And you know, I should probably go back to the gym now that I'm talking about it, bro. So yeah, Dave's getting clipped. I don't care, dude. I really don't. What's the best creatine? I don't think there's a thing called the best creatine. Just get any. I've personally always used the one from GMC. I think it's called. Yeah, GMC is called. It's like that supplement store, GMC. Oh my gosh, that pump. Anyways, yeah, GMC. Go over there if you guys have any where you live. Go to GMC and get the GMC brand. That's one that I personally used. But like I said, they're all the same thing. Just look at the back. Make sure there's nothing but monohydrate creatine 5 grams. If there's anything else, don't get it. Don't get flavored creatine. We're men here, guys, or maybe women, you know. But we're strong. We're not here, but we're not trying to like just drink it, bro. You know what I mean? Just be a man. You know what I mean? Just drink the creatine, bro. You don't need what was I gonna say? You don't need flavored stuff, dude. Just drink it. It's just a cup of water, bro. Yeah, we took out the draw liquidity. Yeah, transparent labs has cleaner products. I mean, dude, to be honest, when I'm taking these supplements, I don't really look at the brand. I just kind of buy them and I look at the ingredients. If it looks good, I'll get it. You know what I mean, David, what do you think about TGR Island and the grown men acting like middle school zoo animals? I don't know, bro, dude. It, ever since TGR has gone mainstream, he's really lost his credibility. Dude, I used to have all my respect for TGR, bro. And ever since he started taking gambling deals, he doesn't even trade anymore. Like he doesn't. It's all money, bro. But back then he was a really good person. Like he used to be a very good trader. Before he blew up, dude. I don't know if you guys know this. I've known TGR since he before he even had 5K subscribers. So the fact that he grew this much is literally insane because I can say that, you know, I've well, he doesn't know me, but I've seen him. You know what I mean, but he's not the same person of like what he was before. I can say, I don't like to say this, but money definitely changed him. And obviously, you know, if you're multi millionaire, you know, it's hard for the money not to change you. But you know what I mean, like he can have some morals. Now he's pumping and dumping meme coins. He's doing like these events like Teaser Island, you know, where traders are just gambling and acting like freaking middle schoolers. You know, he's not what he was before. Back then, he would do motivational videos, which I actually would watch my own. He would do educational videos on the strategy. He doesn't give a shit about that anymore, bro. He got what he needed. Exactly. He's an entertainer now, which there's nothing wrong with. It's just not my cup of tea. You know what I mean? So yeah, bro. The island is so stupid. I don't even think it's an island, bro. It's his house. At least I think. I did his bootcamp series. Yeah, bro. I'm not gonna talk shit about it. It was good. It helped out a lot, dude. I know a lot of people that actually became very profitable following his bootcamp series. Right? That was the old TGR. That was the TGR that everyone loved. Now he just turned into someone that just does content, which there's nothing wrong with. Don't get me wrong. You know what I mean? But he gambles and you know he promotes gambling sites. He does pump and dumps. It's just not something I really support myself. You know what I mean? David, does Enki look good for longs? I wouldn't really say so. I mean, I would kind of look more for shorts here. I mean, unless we get a bounce back into above 303, sure, longs would look pretty good. But at the moment, I'm not really loving this market. So I'm like 50-50 whether I want to stay cash and get off for later or, you know, maybe try to trade this. Right now, we are approaching lunch hour, so the volume will get very low. So even if we do get a setup here, I don't know if I want to take it, to be honest. So I don't know if I'm gonna sit out of this. I'm gonna see if we can get a sweep off a 303 and see the reaction. If it doesn't look good for the next few minutes, I'll probably just skip out on the setup and come back during Asia. Because yes, once again, the setup is there, but if there's no volume to support it, the setup just won't work. You know what I mean? So yeah. Hey, at least you guys enjoyed my little podcast today. You know what I mean? We've been on stream for almost 2 hours now. A little podcast, you know, at least we got some entertainment out of it. You know what I mean? I always love having these podcasts, dude. Like, even though I might not get a trade every day, you know, I love talking to you guys, bro. Yo, David, is this pre-workout good? Yeah, yo, bro. Yes, but it's amazing, bro. Love you too, David. Bro, much love, guys. No, you guys are like my family to me. You know what I mean? I talk to you guys every single day. I talk to you guys more than I talk to my friends, bro. I mean, David, that's funny. Bro, come on now, bro. It's not even like that, bro. Why olive oil? It contains extra calories. We love you. Much love, guys. It contains olive oil. First of all, it's very good for you, and it contains extra calories, and you don't taste it. So if you put it in your protein shake, you don't taste it, and it's extra. Trump is speaking. Wait, what? What do you mean Trump is speaking? Hold on. On where? On where? Send me the source for that. David, you never took on me for the Asia session? Yo, bro. I cannot get clipped doing that, bro. The White House. Wait, he's actually speaking. Hold on. Let me open up my other computer. Is a drawn liquidity the same as liquidity sweep? No, drawn liquidity is the liquidity itself. A drawn liquidity sweep is the reaction after you take out the drawn liquidity. So sweep means you take out the downside, you pump back up. You take out the upside, you pump back down. That's a sweep. All right. So yeah. Anyways, let me check it out. So White House Trump speech. How do you find this? Wait, I can just open it here. Hold on, guys. One second. White House Gov slash live. Wait, he's actually live. Wait, does anyone know what he's talking about? I didn't see Trump being live today. Trump participates in. Oh, it's a meeting. Oh, it's probably not gonna do anything then. But yeah, we probably shouldn't be trading if Trump's gonna be talking. It's probably not the safest thing to do. But yeah. Anyways, he doesn't know what he's talking about, bro. Not even Trump himself knows what he's talking about. All right, bro. Hey, no, thank you guys seriously. For saying that Trump is speaking because that could have ended really wrong if we got a trade. When will you be getting back on? I'm gonna leave the chart open for the PM session. If I see something for the PM session, we can catch a trade. If not, I'll be on for the Asia session. If you guys are down. Financial Juice says that Trump says Iran wants to meet, but we have no interest. Bro, just end it, bro. No, don't trade Asia. All right, guys, I'm not trading Asia because liquidity pool said so. No, I'm just kidding. Um, but yeah, I'll see what Asia cooks up. I mean, if it's good, sure. If not, bro, we simply just stay cash and come back tomorrow. Let me see. Trump, Israel is in the process of withdrawing from Lebanon. And is in the process of redeploying other sections. The UK won't issue war bonds to fund defense. Official. Trump and Israel will be looking at issues in pilot zones. You guys already know what this means, bro. Another volatile market, a lot of war BS. The market's gonna be crazy. Ah, dude, I hate when this happens, bro. MC Trump, Iran desperately wants to meet. Then just meet, bro. Like, what are you doing, bro? Trump, I have no interest in meeting with Iran until they are ready. They are ready. What? It literally says here, Iran wants to meet. Instead, in fact, it says Iran desperately wants to meet. So why is he saying I have no interest in meeting until Iran says they're ready? Does that not mean that they're ready? Let me see. Someone, Donnie Brooks said here, Trump is done with Iran stalling and lying. He's not taking his foot off the gas this time. I mean, I don't know too much about war, but dude, I just want the shit to be over, bro. This has been like one of the longest like war things literally ever, bro. He's a negotiator. This is what he does. Damn, bro. Trump is a professional rage baiter. Literally. My goodness, bro. Yo, bro, it creates volatile markets, which means money. Not always, bro. Not always, dude. Look, I'm all for volatile markets, but I'm not all for Trump markets, dude. There's a big difference, bro. There is a big difference, bro. No, not longest war thing. That's not what I meant, bro. Not like that. But dude, like usually when it's something like this, like it usually ends like it's happened before, and at least from what I know, it's ended. Sooner or later they've negotiated it. But this time it's like we negotiate. No, not we. He negotiates. It comes to a conclusion and then broken again. This happened like 5 times already, bro. Long for a conflict? Yeah, bro. But but yeah. How long was the Ukraine one? Because I remember the Ukraine happening back when I was in like sophomore year, bro. It was crazy, dude. That's because they keep stalling them, breaking their word. Yeah, bro. I know. Hopping off now. See you guys for the Asia. I'm gonna give it a few more minutes. Once again, I'm not in love with this volume, so even if we do get the setup, I probably wouldn't take it. But I'll stay on to see if it works. I mean, I don't really have much else to do today. Okay. David, let's hop on Apex. Dude, that game is garbage, dude. I've never, like, Apex was good. I was gonna say Apex Trade Funding. Apex Legends was good back in like quarantine. Ever since then, bro. Yo, do you guys even remember the game? Splitgate. Bro, I just remember about that game, bro. That game was amazing. Dude, that game was fun for like 3 days and it stopped. It stopped, it stopped playing, bro. Apex is goaded. I mean, I haven't played it in a few years, bro, but I can't believe this. Nah, bro. No shot you guys play that game, dude. The finals. I think my friend plays that. I have it downloaded on my PS5. It's gotten so much better, for real. David, lock in. Bro, I have to try the game. Look, I haven't played the game since like 2021 or something, or since COVID, bro. Yeah. I just never played it again. The person, what was the person I used to play? It was Loba. Is that her name? Loba, the one that can get loot nearby. Bro, that shit was amazing, bro. I used to, yeah, Loba. Yeah, yeah. I used to love that character. But but yeah, Splitgate was so good. I'm sad it failed. I don't know, dude. One day I wake up and the game is just dead. I think the queue times was the problem, right? There was something about that game that killed it. It killed it fast. Kevin's been playing it. No shot, bro. But I'm gonna have to get on, bro. But David, you see you're getting off at 11, dude. I know, bro. I don't know what happened, but I'm still on, bro. But yeah, guys, Trump is still speaking. Bad, bro. Splitgate. What killed that game? I think it was the queue times, bro. Because dude, you have to wait like 2 hours to get into the game. Are we taking shorts? Not yet. No, I just have this here just to have an idea of what I want to see. But the volume kind of sucks, so I don't really love this setup all the way. Trump just said if he left Iran, it'd take 25 years to rebuild. Oh my goodness. I remember jamming Kanye and playing it. Dude, Splitgate was fire, bro. I remember, dude, I stayed up all night trying to grind for like that gold camel. And I got stuck on like the mission where you have to shoot people through the portal. That shit was literally impossible. So I just gave up. Splitgate 2 flopped. But why did the first game not work out? I don't remember. I really do think it was the queue times. Right? Or I think it was they just didn't listen to the community. I don't know. It was one of those. Not enough content. Yeah, not enough content. That's what it was. Yeah, the game got boring quick, bro. It was fun though. It was fun while it lasted. Price is moving. We are approaching lunch hour. I don't know if I want to take this yet. I don't know if I want to skip out on this, come back for Asia for a better setup, or maybe try this out with light size. Once again, the price isn't moving all that crazy. So I don't know. I mean, the VWAP is kind of far away, so we don't need to worry about that. I'll see if we go lower. I'll see how we dump down. If we can dump down good, then sure, I'll take it with like 5 micros. If not, then I'll just wait for another setup. Splitgate wasn't that the game where you shoot teleportation like Rick and Morty? Yeah, with guns. It was fucking awesome. Is it better on the 5 or 15-minute for Valley Gap? Wait, we have a 15-minute? No shot. That's the same thing. Yeah, just use the 5-minute. Asia was moving last night, bro. Come back. Dude, every time I try trading Asia, it just doesn't move, bro. And then when I don't look at it, it moves. We were playing Plants vs. Zombies. Bro, the only one I liked was the one where you shoot. The gun one. I think it was on PS4. That game was amazing, bro. Garden Warfare, that one, bro. That game was so fire, bro. The graphics, dude, that game was literally perfect, bro. You couldn't have asked for better on that game. You got 160 points on Asia yesterday? Dude, yes, Asia pumped yesterday, bro. That's probably why we're chopping today. I mean, we are kind of overbought. Yeah, look, this was all during Asia last night. Maybe that is why we're chopping. Okay, I was about to say, like, why are we chopping today? Well, we're not really chopping. It's just not the most interesting market. Dude, I'd buy this, bro. All right, bro. Anyone love Red Dead? I never really got into that game, to be honest. No, speaking of Rockstar, guys, when GTA 6 comes out, bro, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna be playing that game on stream, bro. I'm not really gonna be like I'm gonna be trading, but you guys need to like understand where I'm coming from, bro. I'm gonna have the game plugged into my TV behind my computer, and I'm probably not gonna be talking too much like how I yap, but I'm gonna be trading while playing, dude. I cannot miss out on that game, dude. I've been waiting too long for that game, bro. But unfortunately, I can't play it on PC because it's gonna come out like a year later. So I'll just plug in my PS5 into where my router is, and just move the router to the floor and just plug it into my TV and just play it there. Dude, I'm gonna be playing that game, bro. You guys already know the first place I'm going to, bro. I'm sure we're all going there, bro. We've been waiting way too long, bro. We've been waiting way too long for this shit, bro. Splitgate was the best 3 days ever, bro. I agree, bro. Let me see. Ooh, bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Trump asked on China's election claims. We do things to them. Trump, nobody gets to the blockade. I would speak to Hez. But I read that as Hezbollah, bro. Like the little guy. Hezbollah. Is that how you say it? Hezbollah? Hezbollah, bro. The Hezbollah's the GOAT, bro. Bro, are you guys down to get off, bro? No, bro. Bro, Hezbollah has my respect, dude. Dude, he's the GOAT, bro. In fact, I don't, bro. Like, little off topic, bro. I've been trying to find this shirt everywhere, and I can't find it for the life of me, bro. It's called Hezbollah UFC shirt, dude. If you guys know this shirt, bro, look at this one, bro. Dude, I'm trying to buy this shit, bro. Which one is it, bro? This one. I'm trying to buy this shirt, but I can't find it. You would imagine these shirts are like at the mall or something, but yeah, dude, I saw someone wearing it when I was walking one time. And I'm like, dude, I need to own this shirt, bro. Shit's amazing, bro. Look at this, bro. This is the GOAT. The TikTok shop, bro. Anyways, bro. Yeah, are you guys down to get on to get off? I don't think I'm gonna take this setup, bro. This volume is it's terrible. Not yet. I mean, dude, how much longer are we gonna stay on, bro? It's about to be lunch hour. We're already approaching it, so the volume will get slower and slower as time goes on. It's too slow for New York. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, yeah, we have a setup here and it could work out. I'm not saying it can't, but like, this is typically the volume that when I trade it, I always get stopped out. Let's say Asia. Yeah, probably Asia. We will stay until we are green. Okay, bro. I guess so. I mean, I'm not gonna watch it. I mean, I guess it's just not moving that aggressively. You guys can see it's moving 1 point per second, bro. Like this thing, it's not the best. Like if we get a good push below this inverse, sure. I'll just put here like. Now, David, I paid. I need to trade today. Yo. Come on now, bro. Yeah, I mean, if we do take this, we could target these lows here, which aren't super far away. But dude, in order to get a 60-point move down, bro, we can't even get out of this range. Let alone go down all the way into this point here. I mean, we can see it, but what's the probability on it? I mean, it's not the best. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Dude, what the hell is that, bro? No trade equals membership canceled, bro. That's that. Unfortunately, that's what it's come to, bro. I'm not. Someone said on YouTube, PA is mind numbing. I'm not trading it. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna trade this either, dude. Like I said, it could work, and if you want to take it, you could. But I don't think this is for me. This price action, every time I tell myself don't trade this, and I end up trading it, I always end up regretting it, bro. I mean, if you guys want to take it, the sub is there. But David, where would you retire state-wise, dude? Switzerland. Switzerland is my dream place to live, bro. I do know it's very expensive though, so I do need to keep grinding. What a great state, dude! Like Switzerland, bro. Like I will go to Switzerland, not a state. Switzerland, bro. Why are you bearish? The bias is bullish. Well, it's not. Look at my chart. We took out the John liquidity at 304. You zoom back, you can see this is a very important high. We took it out and now we're holding below it. Our strategy states if we take out a John liquidity and we hold below it, you're bearish. All right, so my bias at the moment is pretty bearish. Now, the only thing we're missing is a little bit of seller aggression and momentum, which we're really missing actually. So yeah. This late in the day feels desperate. Yeah, I usually. I should probably get off. And we're just bouncing back. Yeah, no, guys, bro, I'm getting off this shit, bro. I'm hungry. I'm tired. So okay, so if anything, I could try PM today. I could try PM. But if not, Asia will be. But yeah, dude, I know I'm not even gonna bother trading this, so there's no point of me even staying on. David, I'm out. Appreciate you. Yeah, bro. It's just once again, if you guys want to take the setup, by all means, I'll send it in the chat. If you guys want to take it, by all means, go ahead. For me though, I know myself. Usually when I trade this type of volume, like this exact volume coming to the lunch hour, I always get stopped out. Literally always. So I'm gonna not fall into my temptations, so I don't regret it later. And I'll just wait for a better setup with better volume. I'm probably gonna take it, not gonna lie, but we'll see. Yeah, bro. If anything, let me know. I'm probably gonna skip out on it, but if it works out, dude, by all means, it's there. So yeah. Later, brother. Good luck with Asia. Hey, bro. I'm hoping to see you soon. All right, bro. Hopefully you can trade Asia. If not, bro, I'll see you tomorrow. Or if anything, later, I'll be active in the chat. Oh yeah. By the way, don't worry. I'm gonna be doing the stream later today, anyways. At 4. So yeah. What's the difference between Asia and PM? There's really no difference. It's which session just has better volume. Right now, volume's kind of dead. So for me, it's just not my type of session. So hopefully Asia's better, but I mean, we'll see. Only time can tell. All right, guys. But yeah, other than that, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get off. Pretty good stream today, although we didn't catch any setups. Pretty fun stream. But yeah, hopefully we can get some better trades later today. If not, tomorrow. All right, guys. But yeah, I'll see you guys soon, guys. Peace out. All right, and don't force out any setups in this market. All right, guys. Peace, guys. Take it easy, guys. Peace out.